How's it going, everyone? Aizen here again with day 3 of UNA Gaming's and Lauderdale County's Overwatch tournaments. Today, we're starting off with Lexington 1 and Lexington 2, which was the loser bracket from last night. It was the match that got canceled due to some problems with scheduling, and we are going to be here. We are going to have all 4 matches going on today. It's going to start with Lexington 1, Lexington 2, the first of the loser bracket, and I'm very curious to see who's going to win. It's the first time we're seeing the legitimate match versus match, team versus team gameplay. We're seeing Lexington 1 versus Lexington 2, both from the same school, same district, or obviously they're all from the same district, but they all know each other, so I'm very curious how this is going to play out. We do have a few subs in mind, if need be. We were having some technical issues just a second ago, but we do see, again, Purdy and Recon on DPS, Beater Fortified on tank, Real Sai and Princess Ray on support. Real Sai is someone we haven't really seen play much yet because they have not had any chances to play. However, I'm very interested, very excited to see how they play for Lexington 1. We saw that they do have some really good potential when it comes to playing the game as a team. However, they've just got some really bad luck when it comes to playing against other teams. We saw characters like iShot and Easton who were absolutely decimating every team they played against. It just didn't leave any opportunity for any other teams to shine because they just wanted to do that so well. And on Lexington 2 side, we see Your Mom 420 and Hydro Wolf, as well as Shadow Storm and Milwaukee, Indigo, and Casserole. Casserole is also someone we haven't got to see before, if I remember correctly. They're one of the main players of Lexington 2, but they have not been able to be here the last 2 matches where they have played. So this is the first time we're having full teams for both team. We do not have any subs in. We don't have anything. And I'm very curious to see how it plays out, because we finally, for the first time, have full teams with no subs for these 2 teams. And we are going to start off on Oasis. Our map rotation today is Oasis, Eichenwald, and I forget the last one. I have it written down, so I'll know in just a second. Immediately, Lexington 1 rushes straight on a point, looking to get that advantage over Lexington 2, but nothing really too much is going on. Your Mom sticks behind them, hoping to get a flank. Can they get a kill here? Because if they can, it's going to change the tide of the fight. No, they cannot. Your Mom goes down to beat her, and it looks like they're going to be down 1 for this fight. Lexington 1 really wants to hold the point here. Recon takes down Indigo. Immor gets used on the side of Lexington 2, yet Recon takes that down. Shadow goes in, dies instantly to Purdy, and it looks like Lexington 1 is going to have this match under wraps. Honestly here, it does show that both teams are in it to win it. We have good flanks, good picks on both sides, even though Lexington 2 didn't get a pick there. They tried their hardest, they did what they could, and just didn't play out too well to their favor. Your Mom goes down to Fortified, thanks to that good old hook that we've seen from him every single game so far. Honestly, they have a really solid tank lineup, and I'm sure you guys noticed up top, we are running it a little bit differently. Fortified with another hook on Milwaukee. We're running it a little bit differently. We're running it Overwatch League style this time, with DPS in first, tanks next, and then support. Another good hook by Fortified. Can he hit any more? I'm very curious to see what his hook accuracy is right now. Recon takes out Hydro, and it looks like Lexington 2 is going to be prevented from a push for quite a bit. Your Mom goes in trying to secure a pick on Mercy, but fails and goes down to Fortified. Reinhardt pushes on point, can't do anything, he gets cornered. Real Slide takes on Indigo, Beater takes on Shadowstorm, and it looks like Lexington 1's going to win the fight once again. Now all we have to do is wait for Lexington 2 to group up and be ready for the fight. And normally, in most circumstances, winning the loser bracket isn't too much to talk about. However, if they manage to make it all the way through the loser bracket, Lexington 1 has a chance, or Lexington 2 has a chance of getting all the way back into the winner's bracket and possibly taking the tournament for themselves. The only difference is they'll have to reconfront iShot and Easton once again, which, as they have seen, is not a force to be reckoned with. So I'm very curious how they take it. Beater gets pinned by Shadowstorm, goes off the map. Both of them. Both sides are down 1 tank, yet Purdy takes out Milwaukee, and it looks like this is going to be another win for the side of Lexington. 1. I forget that we have 2 Lexington teams. Fortified uses ult to push them off point with 91 on point. Your Mom trying to swap to the Bastion pick to get as much damage in as they can, only managing to take down Purdy before they can't do anything else, and they managed to not touch point. So it looks like the first point on Oasis is going to Lexington 1. We saw some really good plays that fight from Fortified once again. We saw it on Ilios last night as well. His hook game is absolutely insane. Managed to get all the right ones, all the right picks, every single fight, and he just completely prevented any team from pushing in. As for the side of L2, I did see some really good plays, I believe, from it was your mom was trying to flank and as the Reaper there. I think it was them, and they really were trying their hardest to secure that pick on the Mercy. Every single fight going right after Ray. However, they never really managed to
5,
secure anything, and it
4,
just seems like the
3,
team play on
2,
L2 here may be
1.
lacking just a little bit.
Round
And that
2.
is the downside of them
Capture the
having had
objective.
subs every single fight, is they have not got to play as a team yet. The only person that is new on the side of Lexington 1 is Real Psy, and he's one of the original players of L1. However, hasn't been able to play yet. Hook! Again from Fortified, right onto Inigo, and they're not able to push in. Shadowstorm does charge in, manages to get Purdy. Reinhardt stuck in the back, away from his team. Mercy may be able to get the res off here, but it looks like Beater is going to take down Shadowstorm, and L2 is going to be down 2 players this fight. Mercy's not pushing in to get that res, and they've already respawned. There's no point to that. Princess Ray brings Purdy back alive, and it looks like it's going to be a 6v4 situation. Beater does take down your mom, charges in, tries to get another pick, but fails, and somehow, by the miraculous work of the universe, Casserole manages to escape despite being behind the entire team. Purdy does get another good pick onto Indigo, and it looks like we're just going to see some amazing gameplay here on the side of L1. They really want to get back into that winner's bracket. If they can, if they win every fight from here on out, every game, they can make it right back into the winner's bracket. Shadowstorm does get a really good pin there on Real side, but goes down immediately to Fortified once again. And it looks like both sides are down 1. However, the weight of those picks are a little bit misbalanced, where L1 is down to support, L2 was down to tank, and it looks like they traded again for DPS here, and Princess Ray gets the res off on Purdy, and they're back up. Real Sign, being Lucio, can get back really quickly if he's careful, and he does know how to wall ride. He's doing it pretty well, so he's making it all the way back to point immediately. And L2 still down 1, really wanting to push. Fortified being over-aggressive, wanting that hook, but fails to secure it over on Hydro. And Reinhardt pushes in, Beater pushes in, aiming for a kill. He has all, he uses it, fails to secure anything, and goes down to Milwaukee. It looks like L2 is going to have a chance to push here. However, Fortified is coming in behind him, trying to secure those picks, fails to secure anything. Shadowstorm gets a really lucky pin there onto Purdy, cancels it all out, and gets stuck in the middle of the team. Can they take Shadowstorm down before L2 can push? No, your mom gets a really good dragon there onto Real Side and Purdy. Fortified does manage to take down Casserole, but your mom comes in with a 4K. However, Fortified does shut that down. Can he hold it before his team gets back? No, he will not. He may be able to stay alive, but that's all. Shadowstorm did just use Solo Shatter onto Hog to try and prevent the stall, but Beater did get back in time beforehand. Shadow accidentally charges off of point. I think he was trying to charge Beater there, but he's going to get soloed by McCree. Beater does charge in, trying to get Hydro, manages to secure Hydro without the charge, goes in for Milwaukee, takes out Milwaukee, Recon takes out Shadow, and it looks like we're going to see another win on the side of Lexington here. Lexington 1 here. Can they get the Mercy? Real Side does get a really good beat off there. Purdy taking out Casserole, Beater using your mom, taking down your mom, and we saw McCree there on the side of Lexington 1 using his ult to clean up the fight and make sure there's no Ragglers. That was a really fast game on the side of Lexington there. Lexington 1 there. I already have some really good ideas for who is my personal MVP here. Probably the same as last night. But that was a really good ult on the side of your mom, taking out 2 immediately with his dragon, then following up with a kill on Recon and Mercy. However, sadly his team weren't able to do anything there with it. Despite the fact that they almost won the point, somehow Hog and then Ryan got back just in time to hold the point for the entire time.
That's how it's done.
Alrighty, let's get back to the lobby. Alrighty now, so we saw a lot of great plays there once again, and it looks like everyone's wanting to put in their all here to try and get into the matches once more, get back into the winner bracket, and honestly, it's really showing. However, the team skills just are lacking there on the side of L2, it seems. Now we're deciding on if we're going to do the Halloween version of the next map or not. And we're going to wait for a team vote. But it looks like it's going to be pretty unanimous. We did see, I believe, one match on non-Halloween on Hollywood last night. However, it looks like we are going to indeed be running Halloween here for this next map. And like I was saying, we did see some really good plays on both sides of the team. Your mom with the 4K. I think that was the only really notable thing that L2 managed to pull off there. Your mom actually managed to save the point there, managed to try and get them on the point, but their team just failed to follow through, failed to get any other picks, or take out Roadhog, or take out Fortified before Beater could get back. Once Beater got back, he had that shield, and he had everything he needed to stall until the rest of his team got back, and that's exactly what he did. And once Shadow Storm dashed past him with a charge, that was pretty much it. He got sold off by both the DPS, Purdy, and Recon on the side of L1, taken out, and they came back and won the fight. Now on Eichenwald, it allows more diverse comps. We're going to see double shield on the side of L1, which I don't think is something we've seen them run before. We've only ever seen the Hog in the Rhine and the Ball in the Rhine, I believe, from them. I don't think we've ever seen double shield. If we have, it's been Orisa. And on the side of L2, we're going to see the Reinhardt and the D.Va once again. So it's going to be a very interesting pick here. Very interesting very interesting comp they're running here. It looks like their DPS on the L1 side, Purdy and Recon, are going to be running the exact same thing they were last time, and so is Real Sai and Princess Ray. On the side of L2, they are going to have a little bit more healing with the Mercy and the Moira, which is going to be really good for them if they can dish out enough damage. They do have that Hanzo, and they do have that McCree, which means they have very high damage potential. However, my question is, can Lexington 1 here manage to hold L2 here, or are they going to have more pushing power? They do have the D.Va, which if they place ults right, we could very easily clean up this map and take it home. Now, all up to them to pull it off. Immediately, L1's looking for kills. Purdy takes down Indigo. L2's looking to push in, fails to secure anything because Mercy's down. They have to back up. Beater goes in, trying to get a charge, fails to secure anything. Real Sai takes out Hydro before Your Mom takes out Recon. It looks like they're both down a player. Beater takes out Your Mom, and right now, it looks like Princess is going to res Raycon, so they are back up one. Or they are back up to full. However, if they go down here, they don't have res anymore, and L2 does have spawn advantage.
Adjusting angle of attack.
Shadow does go for the charge, fails the security thing, and aims for Purdy. Beater tries to get him off in this far right room. They do manage to take down Shadow Storm, trying to take out the Mercy, but failing to secure it. Beater does get down Your Mom as well, and L2 is down 2 players here. They do have spawn advantage if they can get back very quickly. However, they're only just now halfway to ult, and that's their Mercy, Hanzo, and Moira. On the other side, we do see more ults being generated. Reinhardt, Lucio, and Mercy all getting their ults up. Purdy using his ult even with Echo. And it looks like Hanzo is going to be flanking them, trying to get the picks, but he's alone. Is he going to be able to go down here? He is. It looks like, again, like I said, L2 just does not have the team synergy that L1 has. They're in it to win it, and they're making sure that they're seen. They must be frustrated from last night's matches and really want to bring it back home. I'm rooting for L2 here, though. I really want to see them cap at least 1 point here. If they can, then they have a chance of pushing it all the way to the end. They do push in Coalescence. The question is, are they going to use that to engage? It does not look like they are. They're trying to stay back a little bit. Will Coalescence be a waste? Your Mom takes down Purdy. That's a big pick if Mercy can't res. Reinhardt Beater charges in, takes out Shadow Storm, goes down immediately, gets a big shatter onto the entire enemy team, taking out both supports, I believe. Takes out Indigo and Your Mom, almost DMX D.Va, but has to back up because of the heals and the McCree damage. So we do see a lot of aggression. We actually see Fortified back onto Reinhardt. I didn't realize that earlier. If I remember correctly, Fortified's the guy that kept hitting massive shatters last night. Even though I think they did still lose, obviously. But either way, outperformed. L2 does have 4 ults up here, whereas L1 has 4 ults up here, where L2 only has 1 up, with McCree's coming up very shortly. However, will they be able to get any actual value out of them? With Casserole's ult, we saw that wasn't the case. They used Coalescence, which is usually used for engaging, yet they just stood around the corner and failed to do anything. On this point as well, L1's holding up really far compared to where most people hold. They're holding up over on that corner, which is very good for them, but if they get ulted here, they go down. Shadow nearly gets a good charge off, but fails just barely. Gets taken out by Beater. Beater goes off the map on accident. Real Sai does end up using his beat there. Beater takes out Indigo. Recon takes out Your Mom, and it looks like it's going to be a very even match here. Well, kind of. L2 is down 2, whereas L1's down 1. However, they do have spawn advantage. Real Side takes down Hydro. Purdy takes down Casserole. However, Milwaukee takes out Purdy. There's still a chance they could push here if they're careful. If they play it smart, they almost have D.Va Bomb. If they can throw this behind them, it looks like Mercy is going to go to touch point. Can she get a take before the team comes in? D.Va Bomb does get used right in front of them. Reinhardt charges in, they both clash to one another. Indigo tries to get the pick. Real Side trying to prevent Indigo from doing anything here. And it looks like they are going to take out Indigo any second now. L2 tries to push in. Recon takes down Inigo. They're down to Mercy. L2 is down one support, and they still have spawn advantage, though, but they failed to touch the point.
It's high noon.
Again, we just see so much team synergy from L1. Everything they do seems moving in sync. If Beater charges in, then they have everyone right there behind them. Fortified charges in, Beater's right there behind them. Purdy's right there behind him. Recon's right there behind him. They're ready to go. Real Psy with the speed boost, the heals, the beats, everything. They're all just so perfectly in sync that it's allowing them to so easily win here. And I feel like that's still part of the fact that L2 hasn't had enough teamwork together. They haven't got to play enough together. They don't really know how to play around one another. We've only seen Hanzo and McCree from Your Mom and Hydro, despite the fact that they had McCree and Echo. And we probably should have seen something a little bit more damagey on the side of on Your Mom. He could have swapped from, Hanzo to Junkrat to help counter the double shield. However, we did not see that swap. Hydro only playing McCree, that's a fine pick. All good. Works against the Echo. Very good sustainability. Flash, very handy. That could work. However, again, on the side of Shadowstorm and Milwaukee, all we saw was Reinhardt and D.Va. And I feel like if they had run dive there, they would have had a chance of getting past the double shields. I mean, that's one of the better counters to double shields is a dive comp. The only time it's not usually is if they have bashes and stuns. And as we saw just then, they didn't.
Defend objective A.
Either way, it looks like L1 is immediately going to try and take some ground here. Using Bubble, trying to get that charge up. Barrier does go down the side of L2, and Lexington's going to use that to push. Real Side takes down Indigo, and that's really big. They don't have spawn advantage. Right here, L1 could win this. Prey takes down Casserole immediately. L2 is down both supports. They're looking to engage here, but they're very curious. Recon gets the stun. Prey takes down Mech. Your Mom does manage to take down Recon, however, Real Psy Fortified both make up for it by taking down 3 more members. Real Psy Recon does get rezzed by Ray, and it looks like L1 is going to very easily cap this first point.
Victory.
And there's the second map going straight to L1. So as we saw there, I can't overstate it. Team play is the most important thing, and if you don't have comms, if you don't have communication with your team, you don't have synergy, you don't have strategies, chances are you're not going to be able to take a win home. Or if you do, it's going to be one of the hardest wins of your life. Especially when you're playing against a team so well coordinated like Lexington. The only reason they couldn't shine last night was the people they got placed against. And they just were outperformed slightly last night. However, it looks like they're back in it to win it. And we're going to head back. The last map is Dorado. And it looks like that's what we're going to be running into now. So here we go. If you guys do have any suggestions for MVP, make sure you leave them, in the chat. I can see it. I'm more than willing to read it. I'm more than willing to talk about it with you guys. I'm very curious to the plays you guys want to talk about, the characters you guys want to talk about, the comps you want to see, and I'm sure they're more than curious to what you guys could do as well. Oh, I got to fix this real quick. Already switching tank. I probably should have asked if they needed to have any swaps in the first place. That's my fault. Either way. So, as I said, really good synergy there on the side of L1. In it to win it, they were looking to bring it back, and it looks like they did win tonight. They are 2-0, but we still are going to play the last game. We do have one sub going to get swapped in here on the side of L1. Sorry for my keyboard, by the way. Normally, Thimble is here doing this. However, not here right now, and I'm having to run all the matches and everything. Either way. Spirit for Real Psy. Alrighty. So yeah, we saw some really good plays, even from both sides of the team. Even if Lexington 2 didn't manage to make any points there, they were trying their hardest to work as a team, and that effort is worth noting. I wonder what they're going off of. Either way, I'm still waiting for the chat to light up. If anyone has any suggestions or anything to talk about, any MVPs in mind, feel free to let me know. I'm more than willing to talk about it. Right now, we're waiting on a response from Lexington 2, whether they're ready or not. It looks like we will be back in just a moment, I think. I can't really tell. We're waiting on responses from the team. We do have one match left, and I'm waiting for response for Lexington 2. It looks like both teams may end up swapping out here. So I'm very curious as to who Lexington 2 is wanting to swap in. Sorry for being so quiet here. I'm normally not. There's normally no dead space. But right now, my mind's kind of jumbled. I don't really have much to talk about. On the side of Lexington 2, if we do get to do this later on, all I have to say is just make sure this doesn't just go to Lexington 2. This goes to any team who's been playing here. Make sure you guys get practice in. Dedicate time to play with one another. Get to know each other. That's the most foundational part of being on a team. You have to know your team. Alrighty. It looks like we may be ready here. Just waiting on a response from Lexington 2. Alrighty, here we go. We're heading into the game right now on Dorado. It is going to be the last map of this match. I don't remember who we have next. However, obviously, L1 has already won. Lexington 1's already won the match. They're 2-0 right now against L2. However, I'm very curious to see how it plays out. Alrighty, 27 seconds of the clock until it starts, so just hang in with me, guys. One thing I did want to talk about, what I was trying to say is practicing, most important thing you can do. Getting to know your team, most important thing you can do. If you don't know your team and you don't spend time with them, you won't know how to play as a team, and that's the most vital part of playing an esport especially. You're not there physically a lot of the time, because especially with restrictions due to the pandemic going on. Right now, obviously, meeting in face to face is not as easy, especially for people who don't have the facility like professional esports gamers. And so make sure you dedicate time to practice with one another. Make sure you dedicate time to spend time with one another. Get to know each other outside of the game, outside of school, outside of work, and just learn how to play with one another. And if you can do that, and you build that synergy, you build that bond, you guys can very easily become a team that is not, I wouldn't say undefeatable, but is a lot better than you are now. And that's not just towards Lexington, that's towards every team here right now. Lexington 1, Lexington 2, LCHS, both teams, Rogers, Brooks, everyone.
Hello.
5, 4,
Do your best to work as a team, learn how to play as a team, and you can win. And we are going to start out on Dorado really strong. L1's being super aggressive. Real Sai and Purdy do manage to secure the pick on the Casserole. And it looks like L2's not going to have a chance to push here. They're still down 1. Purdy, again, as we see on the Hammond, wanting to do damage, getting in there, moving people around. Real side taking out the Spirit Gaming. It looks like we're going to see some really good plays on the side of Real. Side here, Beater does get your mom, takes him down through a dash, gets dash reset, and it looks like Shadow is going to go down here as well. And it looks like L1's just going to hold L2 in spawn this entire time. Let's see how long that lasts. Purdy looking for the damage. Casserole does get a really good pick there on Recon, and they do not have spawn advantage, which means L2 could very easily push here if Ray can't get that res off. However, my question, is she going to go for it? It looks like she's really debating it. She's wanting to get in there, wanting to take him out. She almost gets taken down herself, going down to almost less than a quarter HP. Beater does the same. They're taking a lot of damage there, almost going down 2. However, they managed to get back and heal just enough. Purdy's doing a lot of damage. Your mom goes down to Real Sai again, thanks to the damage given out by Purdy. And it looks like we're going to see another hold here, I believe. Recon is on his way back, coming up right now. Trying to shoot in damage. The ball, they don't know what to do about the ball. Purdy just hanging right above the door and just spinning around it and doing so much damage. McCree keeps missing his stuns, failing to do anything to Purdy, really, and they don't punish him at all. Just keeps slamming right in front of the door and doing so much damage to the enemy team. The enemy team's already 3/4 of their HP down right now, except for, well, now they're getting healed, but they were. Tier Gaming still at half HP. They're using Coalescence, yet fail to engage with it. Your mom gets to half HP, almost goes down. Purdy uses ult. Fortified takes down your mom, and it looks like they're going to be held in spawn here. D.Va's wanting to get out on the right side of spawn, yet can't manage to escape just yet. Every time they try and peek the door, they get targeted. On the side of L2, we do have Hanzo ult up, and we do have Matrix up as well, or Wall up as well on Bap's side. They do use Grav here. Genji's pops ult, gets one, almost gets a second one, however, it does get taken by Recon and Fortified. So it looks like we're going to see 2 ult usage there, which wasn't really necessary on the side of Beater. However, it did manage to secure some kills for them in the long run. It looks like L2 is going to fail to push in here, not really making any room. They're only pushed .34. However, that could be a big ult on the side of your mom. Does take out Princess Ray, which means they're now down one of their most vital players. With Moira in the back line, can they take her out before she gets out? Casserole does push right in the middle of comp. Purdy doing so much damage. Again, there goes the ult by Milwaukee. Fails security picks. Purdy takes down your mom, trying to do as much damage as he can. Still, even yet, and they still fail to push despite L1 being down a player. L2 does swap from the Hanzo finally. They go Torbjorn instead, and that could be good against the ball. However, it's going to be a moment before we see any improvement here. I'm very curious what it's going to do. Recon does take it down instantly. Your mom nearly gets taken down himself. McCree pops ult here on the side of Hydro. Hydro does take out Purdy, which is a very vital pick if Ray cannot get that res off. However, the question is she going to get the res off or not? Beater does get your mom down. Fortified takes down Spirit, Beater takes down the turret, and it looks like Ray is not going to get the res. However, Casserole really wants to try and target the supports here, trying to prevent them from doing anything for their team, but fails security picks and has to get out. Again, we see Torbjorn swap one more time, couldn't even get his ult. He swaps straight to Reaper, hoping to engage you with more damage. He does TP on a point. Is he going to be able to secure a kill? It doesn't look like he is. He's going to have to strafe out one more time. He almost gets McCree, but has to back up. Fortified takes out Spirit. Fortified takes out your mom. Milwaukee takes out Princess Ray. That's a really big pick on the side of L2. However, L1 makes up for it with real size ult, beating once again, holding L2 back as far as possible, and they use Grab right in spawn. Can they get out? Recon takes down Hydro. Fortified takes down Casserole with the ult, and it looks like they're not even going to be able to push on a point. And L1 here holding with only 1.39 meters on the side of L2. It looks like L2 is going to have to hold directly on the point with probably a pirate ship comp here if we want to see anything. They're going to have to do the double shield. They're going to have to do the Bastion or the Torbjorn. They're going to have to do something really cheesy here if they want to hold. The question is, with how aggressive we've seen L1, will they be able to break through these defenses? They only have to push it 1.39 meters. And that's not a very long time. They have to be on it for just a few seconds and they win. And we do see a funny joke by Beater on the side of L1. Either way, I do think I have my eyes on some MVPs here, but I'm not entirely sure. MVP also, for reference, usually I get my MVP based off the amount of plays you make in a game. So good beats, good ults, those kind of things. Right now, it's either on the side of L2, it's your mom. On the side of L1, it's either going to be Purdy, Fortified or Real Psy. No offense to their DPS, who were also doing pretty good, but they didn't have quite the plays that Purdy, Fortified, and Psy did. Psy did get some very big beats off there, saving the team every time they lost a player or two, which allowed them to re-engage and get the picks they needed to maintain themselves. And it looks like L2 is going to have the Bastion. Hydro immediately takes down Real Psy, and they won. They didn't touch point. It looks like L1 won immediately. L2 backed up way too far, didn't hold point, and they kind of did a funny letter number, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit. Either way, there was some really good games from both teams. And like I said, just work on your teamwork, work on your practicing, and I'm sure if we do this again next year, you'll go far. I believe in you guys. And here's that big play by Beater, Fortified, and Recon where we saw the double ult usage. They do manage to take out Shadowstorm here as well, despite being in spawn. And that was some really good plays by both teams. Honestly, though, I think my player of the match, I want to give it to Real Psy here. Because obviously I want to show our love to some supports. I don't think a support has gotten it yet so far in these matches. However, I'm too impressed with the plays that we've been seeing by Fortified, honestly. As much as I want to give it to Purdy, as much as I want to give it to Real Psy, I've got to give it to Fortified. Fortified with those plays, the amount of hooks he got, the amount of picks he got, preventing the entire enemy team from pushing whatsoever. He did so much for his team. And honestly, keep at it. Both teams are doing great. Just keep practicing, keep working on it, and maybe we'll see you guys again next year, or next semester. As for on the side of Lexington 2, your mom, I think, easily takes MVP on their team. Ult usage by Hanzo, and whenever he swapped, even after he swapped, he did do pretty good, but they just failed to secure any picks whatsoever, and it just prevented them from winning the game. And as for that, now we have the next match coming up. I think we're going to hop to intermission for just a few minutes while we get the teams together. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the prolonged delay. Again, I'm your caster, Aizen. We're right back with our next match. It's Brooks 1 versus Wilson 1. So we're going to see some more plays from iShot and Easton. And I don't think we've seen the entirety of Brooks' play before. I could be wrong. Obviously, they had to have won a match to get where they're at right now. But I'm pretty sure they had a few subs in last time. We're going to go ahead and hop into the first map, which again is going to be Oasis. I probably should have been setting that up this entire time. We have been having some technical issues. However, here we go, hopping straight into the first match. I'm very interested to see what they're going to play here on side of Wilson 1, because Wilson 1 has more players than they normally would in terms of people who are actually on their team. They actually do have Busy this time, which is Z Pluo. I'm going to call him Busy, though. So if I'm talking about Pluo, probably talking about Busy. That's the name he goes by in the tournament. He is on his Smurf, however. Or, well, not Smurf, his alt account, I guess I should say. 18 seconds on the clock until we can see what they're rolling in at. But I have a feeling it's either going to be the dive comp again with iShot on the Genji and Easton on the McCree, or it's going to be a brawl comp with maybe Ryan Zarya. As for the side of Brooks, I already know that it's probably going to be Reaper from 5-star. However, yeah, I was correct. It is going to be Reaper from 5-star and Junkrat from Ernie. For the tanks, we're going to see the Hog and the Orisa again. That's why I remember who they are. They played Hog and Orisa pretty much exclusively. Pluo is going to play Hammond here with Sigma. I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. Road Hog, I agree. Alrighty. We're going to be starting the next game with 6 seconds.
4,
Huh?
3, 2, 1. Round
Blue is
1.
Brooks, yes.
Capture the objective.
Blue is Brooks, and other is Wilson. Sorry, we're having to get that situated. And it looks like Wilson is immediately going to go off to the far side over on Small, trying to be as aggressive as possible. Z-Pluo goes immediately, and Busy goes immediately, and tries to secure pick. Fails to do anything except for do a lot of damage. Easton and Pluo are both very low. They're trying to do as much damage as they can. Fail to securing any picks. Easton does take down JTC. They are down 1. Can Mercy get the res off on that to try and bring back the point? Right now, Hog did miss his hook, so he's down hooked for a few more seconds. They have no instant kill outlet. Dexter tries to back up, being soloed by Junkrat and Moira. Fails security picks, falls down to the middle. Genji wanting to get that Mercy, failing to take her out. Oh, there he goes. iShot with the Roach. Easton taking out Ernie. They're down to support and a DPS. Without res, there's not much they can do here. 5-star is peeking on the far right. Easton with the... Oh my gosh. That shot must have been insane from his perspective. Taking out 5-star immediately, and they're down 3. Wilson's looking to push Brooks here. Easton getting 2 kills. iShot getting Alter. And it looks like they're gonna hold Wilson in spawn, or hold Brooks in spawn. Dexter's wanting to do some extra damage before he backs out. However, he's gonna have to because his team is. I'm very interested to see where this is gonna go from here. Are we gonna see Deadman and JTC swap off, or are they going to continue running the Hog Orisa? They do. Deadman goes into Ryan. They're running double comp into a partial dive. So I'm not entirely... They're running, yeah, double shield into a partial dive. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. I need to find different words besides just curious. Very intrigued to see how that's going to play out here. With partial dive on the side of Wilson, Brooks may not stand too much of a chance. And 5-star TPing right onto the middle of Wilson, but almost gets taken down immediately. Genji pops out in the middle of the enemy team, takes down Pluo, takes down Alter, Pluo takes down Roach, iShot taking down Ernie and 5-star, Easton taking down JTC, and it looks like there's going to be a team wipe on the side of Brooks, going down immediately to Wilson. 76% on the clock for Wilson, and it looks like we're probably going to see them take the first point here unless somehow Brooks can manage to get back and take the point. They have failed to build any alts here until just now, having both support alts. However, as we can see, Wilson already has Easton up, spots up. They use Plo. He's already back to 50. iShot used his ult, and they have the majority of their ults. Dexter's coming with it all. Managed to cure both Coalescent and Orisa in it. Deadman does get spots from Matt, which can be very bad on the side of Wilson. However, they clean up by taking out 5-star. Can their Mercy get the res off of that? Easton takes down Deadman and 5-star. Ernie does manage to take down Plume, but Easton again taking down Alter. Mercy does get the res. Spots does get the res off onto Deadman. And it looks like we're going to see another win on the side of Wilson here. Or on the side of Brooks here. I'm calling off the wrong teams, aren't I? Anyways, we just saw a win on the side of Brooks, managing to turn the tide on Wilson.
Allow me to repair the damage.
I just realized I was calling out the wrong teams there. on exit. My brain keeps getting confused. I'm used to seeing them on the other side. Either way, Brooks here, gonna try and hold on point versus staying super far aggressive like Wilson was. Wilson immediately pushing in with Plo, doing as much damage as he can. He gets caught in the charge by Deadman, manages to escape though. His ult doing a lot of damage. They take out JTC. If their Mercy can res that, it may not be good for him. Creeper taking out Roach. It looks like Wilson may be able to win here. However, there was a big ult on the side of Deadman, managing to take down Easton. Eyeshot coming in, taking out Alter. Spot's getting the res on Easton, and it looks like they're gonna be up this entire fight. Wilson or Brooks down 3. Arnie does get the kill on Creeper. However, Easton cleans up, taking down Deadman. The only person that can touch right now is Roach, but he fails to secure anything. Easton uses ult to clean up the point. So does Genji, and it looks like Wilson is gonna be the one to take this point home.
Score.
We saw some really good plays from both teams there. Some really good team play on the side of Wilson. Some really good team play as well on the side of Brooks. However, again, Brooks does have a sub here, 5-star. He's on LC1. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do here with him. I believe he also played for them last night as well, if I could be mistaken. It was either last night or Monday, if I remember correctly. And on the side of Brooks, I don't have too much to say. Deadman did hit some really good charges and some really good shatters there. However, not enough to clean up the entire team, as we saw. Eyeshot, Easton again, probably vying for MVP as best they can, and Dexter. Pluo, again, not a player we've seen so far, but he's also showing off his skills as well, coming in immediately doing as much damage as he can with the ball, trying to get the picks, doesn't really clean up too many of them. However, he does just enough damage where Easton and Eyeshot both can come in and clean up the pick, and they do a very good job of working around him. JTC with a really lucky pin there onto Creeper. Wilson will go down one here. They drop into point. Dexter in a 1v1 against Brig somehow loses to Alter there, and it looks like Wilson is going to be down one here with Mercy getting the res off on Creeper. Can they bring this back and win it? Can Easton? Easton goes down to 5-star. Never mind, I take that back. Eyeshot wanting to get Reinhardt, however, Mercy's healing him up a little bit too much, as well as the Moira, or the Brig. Plo trying to get it, and it looks like Wilson, or Brooks, is going to take this point here. Pluo going in for the stall, trying to hold it till his team is back, but they just have so much stun, so much ability to counter him. JTC takes down Spot, but Eyeshot takes down Alter. It's a pick for a pick. Dexter gets Roach. Wilson here is down one support, while Brooks is down both. Eyeshot taking off 5-star, Pluo taking Deadman. Despite the fact that they lost the first fight, they do come back and manage to win the point. However, Reinhardt, 49% to ult, does push behind them. Can he do anything here? He cannot. All he's going to do is try to get out, but he does get staggered for another 7 seconds or so. Ernie swapped to Torbjorn here. I don't know if he's already been on Torbjorn. I think he was. However, Wilson's side, we see the amazing plays from their DPS working together, trying to take out as many people as they can, both flanking, as we see Easton on the right side, according to point. It looks like he's looking for as much damage picks as he can. Pluo taking out Ernie's turret, and Ernie really wants to push Easton here, and so does Zarya, trying to come in and take some damage off on him, but he's looking for the headshot pick here with the flash. He does get the flash, gets his half HP, but fails to secure the pick. Dexter engaging, man, fails to get anything thanks to Bubble from Zarya. Really big block there, because that would have been a 4K. And it looks like Zarya is going to use her ult there to try and deny Genji of any kills. However, Genji does manage to secure Ernie, but he goes down to Ernie's turret. Easton uses ult to try and clean up point, doesn't get any picks with it, however, does do a little bit of damage. Dexter there with a really lucky charge off 5-star. All they can do right now, if they can just take down Roach, and they do, take down Ernie, and they can very easily win this fight, and as we saw, they did. Can they stagger Zarya? And they do stagger Zarya, and there they go. Wilson once again dominating point. Easton taking down JTC as well. They're wanting to engage, trying to be a little bit arrogant here, pushing up into their spawn again. If they can just repeat the same tactic that we saw Lexington 1 use last game, maybe they can hold them here and spawn this entire time. Alter does manage to take out Pluo, which is going to have to be a back. Ernie takes down Spot. Alter takes down Dexter. They got a little bit too arrogant there. They're down 3. Can they somehow bring this back and win? Eyeshot is down his ult. He does not have it up yet. Soldier is going to engage with his ult, but fails to secure any picks so far. Creeper's healing up. Ernie does get Easton, and 5-star gets both Creeper and Eyeshot, and they are probably going to win this point here. Pluo probably is going to try and hold the point until his team can get back, but he fails to get off point, or get on point just in time. However, he is trying to do some damage up top. Wilson, again, at 99%. Can they just get this as quickly as possible and bring it back? If they could just get in there with a good ult, they have 2 ults up here. They almost have both their DPS ults up here, and there's a high chance they can easily take this back if they play it carefully. On the side of Brooks, Brooks does not have any ults up. Deadman does get a really good pin off on the Dexter. Dexter goes down. They're down. Easton looking as hard as he can for an ult here. iShot goes in, gets stunned, still managed to secure the kill on JTC. Easton gets ult there, spots Res Dexter. Deadman takes out iShot. However, is it too late? They do take out iShot. It looks like Pluto takes out Roach. Brooks is down 2, Wilson down 1, and it looks like they may be able to secure this point. Pluto takes down Ernie, Dexter takes down Deadman. And we see again, only Soldier stalling. Easton takes him down. Marissa's on his way back to stall. However, Ball can very easily prevent that from happening. However, as we do see, Dexter comes in with the back, shatters, and prevents them from capping. And it looks like the first point, or the first match, is going to go to Wilson here. Gotta get used to calling out the new team names. We saw some really good plays from both sides, and Pluto again showing out. I mean, honestly, we've heard a lot about him in the bracket. We've heard a lot about him in the Discord that we have talking with him, and I wasn't sure what I was expecting. However, he did definitely perform to expectations from what he had said, and I definitely do think he's a really good addition to Wilson 1. So seeing him on this roster kind of makes it feel like he's there at home. He's with iShot, he's with Easton, he's with Dexter. Spots for Rats a sub from Wilson too, but they're all there and they're all able to perform so well. As for Brooks, we saw some really good plays from Brooks. Even if they didn't manage to bring that back and take care of it and clean it up, they did manage to take the point back both times and get it to at least 40% both times. And that itself is impressive against iShot. iShot and Easton both, according to most players, are the biggest threats in this tournament. So the fact that they managed to do that and almost come back both times means that this is a very close game. Their skill gap and their skill level is very similar to one another. And also, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I already have my eyes on MVP for the matches. I think on the side of Wilson, it's going to be either Dexter, iShot, or Easton. Pluo is very quickly coming up that ladder. I will admit, he's very quickly coming out that ladder, and there's a chance he may end up taking it over if he's careful. However, on the side of Brooks, honestly, I think it's got to be Deadman. The charges, the shatters, everything was working really well. He was countering Dexter quite a lot and preventing any massive plays. And honestly, the same goes for JTC, the Zarya. Oh, wait, I should probably have asked. Were there any swaps?
Initiating match.
Well, give us one moment, guys. It'll be just a second. We're going to see now if they have any swaps ready for them. If they do, then we may see something different. We may see something different here. Even on Wilson 1, I don't think Wilson 1 is going to swap anything. However, there's a chance Brooks is going to want to swap something up. There's just a chance. Okay, it looks like they're not.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
Alrighty, here we go on to Eichenwald Halloween. Again, I feel like this is going to be a 3-3 scenario where we're going to go into overtime. However, if Wilson can play careful enough here and they play their cards right, there's a chance they will be able to full hold Brooks if Brooks does exactly what they've been doing. The Hog Orisa, it was working last night. However, as of this match, it doesn't seem to be working. They did swap up to Reinhardt. However, that doesn't seem to be enough. It's not winning. Deadman was doing a lot as Reinhardt. However, it wasn't working too well. They got the Zarya there towards the end, and it worked for a little bit. They managed to get back to the point, managed to cancel out a few ults. However, at the end, it just was not enough. And again, we're going to see Dexter on the Rhine and Pluo on the ball. On this map, oh, and we also see iShot on the Mei and Easton on the McCree. If they have the synergy, there's a chance that this will be a full hold. Easton does swap from McCree to Symmetra, which is very interesting. Symmetra is very good on this map if you can hold the first point. However, after that, it will require probably a swap. On the side of Brooks, we see Ernie and 5-star playing Junkrat and Torbjorn, and that is not a very meta comp, I guess I'd say, but they do have the Orisa shield, which could call for the Torbjorn. However, Plo gets trapped immediately. Not much he can do. Goes down immediately to 5-star. Deadman gets the kill onto iShot, and it looks like Wilson's gonna be down too. And I didn't realize they were on attack here. So they do have an attack sim, which means they're probably planning on TPing. The question is, are they gonna be able to get that off before they can do so much damage to prevent it? As we saw there, ball went in, immediately got trapped and went down. Pluo immediately goes in, probably going to push back the point so he can stall. Torbjorn backs up, trying to watch for him, very careful, wanting to engage. He's gonna go back, calls 3 people back to point, and manages to, can he get out though? Pluo can, he's calling back his team. Dexter pushes in, almost goes down. Dexter does go down. Ball comes in, does a lot of damage, tries to get Roadhog. They're wanting to freeze Roadhog. They do freeze Roadhog, but they use Immor, saving him just barely. 5-star takes down Creeper. JTC takes down, I didn't get to catch that. I think it was someone else. But Mercy does get the res off Creeper, but I don't think it's going to be fruitful whatsoever, as it seems that they are down. 5-star does take down iShot as well, again. And it looks like there's going to be another hold on the side of Brooks. However, with people constantly going back to point, Pluo constantly pulling them back to point, they're playing so differently. They're not grouped up, and that leads Wilson to have such a big chance to push in here. If they engage, like, for example, if they engage JTC here and take him down, they could fairly easily win this fight. However, not anymore. 5-star takes down Creeper, Deadman takes down Zplo, and again, we see a good hold from Brooks so far. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock for Wilson. Can they do anything with it? Plo's back up, iShot's back up. iShot does swap from the Mei to a Junkrat, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to impact this. They're trying to engage. Once again, Pluo flying over them. Maybe Ball's not the pick here. They have the Hog, they have the Junkrat, they have the Torbjorn. They have so many things to stop him from shining. And the question is, will we see him swap? Arnie takes down Dexter, they take down spots for Matt, and it looks like, again, Brooks is going to do a full hold. 1 minute 56 on the clock, 30 seconds have passed. Arnie takes down an iShot, and it looks like Wilson's kind of crumbling now. They don't know what to do. They're falling apart. Their comps, their morale. Looks like they don't really know what to do. If only we could see iShot on the Genji, maybe we would see a full push here. Alter takes down Easton, and they're struggling. I'm waiting to see iShot pull out that Genji, knowing he could do it so well. However, we do see some really good plays on the side of Brooks. 5-star, that Torbjorn, absolutely insane pick, managing to hold the point, preventing them from pushing if they get split up. Torbjorn turret immediately counters everything. Ball can engage super hard. We see Deadman throw his ult, almost going down, but does manage to do a lot of damage to the enemy team, pushing them out. Coalescence, Creeper pops Coalescence, Ball pops his balls as well. Can they get a pick here? They do get JTC, Immor goes down, and they're 1 for 1. However, Mercy Roach is going to pull off the res right from behind them. Dexter gets the ult, kills one. Ernie takes down Dexter with his, after it kills though. The drop bombs, I guess, grenades. Pluo does take down Roach, Alter takes down iShot, and while they do have spawn advantage, can Wilson manage to take this back? They have to get Roadhog off point, they have to take down BAP if they want to win this. However, here comes Ernie with his ult. How many people can he get with it? It's coming in. It's only gonna get 1. It does get Creeper. Can Spot res that? Easton takes down Dead. 5-star pops his ult on the point, goes down to Easton. Roach reses Alter. However, Easton takes down JTC. Ernie takes down Dexter. Spotsrat does get the res off onto Dexter, and it looks like they can win this if they're careful. All they have to do is get that pick off the Mercy, take that Baptiste down, and they can win this. Mercy does go down. Can they get Ernie down first? Immor does go up, yet it goes down immediately. Pluto takes down Ernie, Bat backs out, and it looks like Wilson's going to take the first point with only 2 seconds on the clock left.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
iShot takes down Alter. He does manage to secure that pick off on BAP, which means they're going to be stagnated. 5-star puts up turret up top of the bridge. Very good place for it. If they're going to try and push, they're going to have to do it from the right side, and they're going to have to attack bridge. If they don't, then they're not going to have a chance against that turret. iShot may get the one clip here on Ernie, and he does. Can he get 5-star as well? The turret's going to be a really big hindrance here. However, if he can take him down, then they can very easily win this fight here. iShot does back up, realizing that he has to back up from that turret. However, can he take the kill? Dexter gets JTC and Roach. Manages to secure 2 picks on the side of Brooks. Wilson can keep pushing here. All they have to do is take care of Hog. Hog does go down here in 3, 2, 1. He goes down, and it looks like Wilson's going to continue being able to push completely rent-free. Dexter pushing and wanting the kills, takes out 5-star. Bat behind him. Bat uses Immor. However, Dexter, again, just going to keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. He wants those picks in their team by himself, wanting those kills. They are going to take out JTC as well with the help of Easton and iShot. They're going to keep pushing with leaving Pluo on point. Can they hold them in spawn long enough for the point to get over to the cap? It looks like that may be the case. Easton does get an early pick off, or Deadman does get an early pick off on Easton, so the chance they can come back here. Ernie's almost ult. It's going to change the tide of this fight. Roach gets into stall. Pluo uses ult on point. Deadman throws his ult as well. Dexter gets a really big shatter off onto Orisa. Takes down Alter. However, JTC takes down Dexter. iShot takes out JTC, and it's very easily winnable here on the side of Wilson with Brooks off 3 or down 3. However, can they get the point? All they have to do is take out Roach and just keep pushing, and they can win. Now it's just Roadhog. He's going to have his healing up, though. So can they kill him before his team gets back? It looks like they may be able to. And Deadman gets Immortality out just in time. Alter gets Immortality out just in time to save Deadman so they can keep stalling. Ernie's ult does come in. How many picks can he secure? 30 seconds on the clock. Can they hold? Creeper goes AFK on point. Dies to Ernie's ult. iShot gets JTC. Roach reses JTC. Spots reses Creeper. And again, it's a 6v6. Can Wilson turn the tide of this and manage to cap the second point? Dexter takes down 5-star. Roach is still on point, and so is Ernie. Are they going to be able to secure these picks? Roach goes to half. Ernie goes down, and it's just Roach and Alter in Roadhog. Roach does go down. Immor goes down. Can they get Deadman? If they can, all they have left is Alter. However, it looks like Orisa is on his way back. On her way back. Creep pops ult to clear up the point. Takes down Deadman. Torb comes in with his ult on the left. Takes down Creeper. However, Plo takes down Alter, and it looks like they're going to win this point. Zplo with the 4 kill there as well, getting the 4K. All really do indeed go burr, in the word of Busy. Alrighty, and now we're on the final stage of Eichenwald for attack by Wilson. Will we see a 3 hold here, or a 3 cap here? Or will Brooks manage to come back again and hold them? It seems they keep getting on. That's a really big ult by Dexter. Can they secure any picks? Pluto does go down, takes out Ernie. However, Roach manages to res it. They do use Pulse Bomb, doesn't secure anything. 5-star takes down Pluto, spots reses Pluto, and it looks like it's going to be a 5v5 here. However, with Brooks having the spawn advance, can they really do anything? JTC does give that damage boost off for the entire team. Deadman takes out Creeper, and it looks like 5-star's going to take out iShot. Easton fails to secure any picks on the Orisa, and is going to go down here most likely by himself. He does manage to get out thanks to Brig moving him away. Deadman uses ult on Zplo, trying to take him down. However, they failed to secure that pick so far, but he does manage to get it off in the end. They take out Easton. Spots for Matt looking to get that res off, but he probably doesn't have it, and he does go down. And it looks like with 1 fight left, if they can get back in time, this point may end up going to Brooks with a 2-hold, meaning we won't go into overtime if Brooks can push and win here. We do see iShot finally swap off into Genji. I'm very excited to see if he can actually win this and turn the fight. If they can, this is going to be absolutely massive, leading us to a 3-0 so far. However, they fail to push in. Ball needs to go if he needs to get in there, and he does. He does touch the point. Dexter gets trapped. Easton pops his ult. Can he secure any picks? He does not. However, he does do quite a bit of damage. Dexter getting low. Flo getting low. The entire team getting low. Try and take out Deadman while he's separated. They do manage to secure the kill. However, Roach just looking for the res. Ernie pops the ult top. He's going to get a 4K. He does get spots and Easton both going down. Can they turn the tide of this fight? Can Wilson win this? Dexter charging in the middle of the enemy team. Doesn't go down quite, but he is separated. 5-star gets Creeper, just leaving Pluo and iShot on point. However, Pluo goes down, just iShot, and they do manage to get off the point. Dexter, however, securing a really big ult right after. And it looks like, again, we're going to see the 2 points, the 2-point hold on the side of Brooks, which means they have a chance of winning this without having to go into overtime. As long as they can make it to Castle and keep pushing, there's such a high chance of bringing this back. It was so close for the sides. They almost won the fight. Wilson almost won the fight there. However, just barely managed to lose and slipping up. And it looks like that's going to come back to bite them. However, the question is, can Brooks continue performing under such high tension? Can they keep playing as a team? Can they keep going? Can they keep pushing? Because if they can, then there's a very high chance they may take this map home.
Ready for battle.
On the side of Brooks, it looks like 5-star is going to swap from Torbjorn over to Soldier. They're going to keep the Roadhog and Orisa. However, instead of Brig, they're going to run the Ana with Roach's Mercy. And I feel like that's going to be the best pick here, considering they're going to have Nano Visor as well as Nano Hull Hog. Honestly, that seems like it's going to be a really big tide changer, because Deadman even secured to get 1 or 2 picks every single time he ulted. So my question is, if they nano that, can we possibly see a really big Hog ult here? I'm really hoping we do. 3k or more. Just Hog alone. Very curious. And as for the side of Wilson, we see iShot on the Symmetra, which is not a pick we've seen him on before, I don't think. We may have seen it on Route 66 before. And we see Easton on Bastion with Dexter on Orisa, Pluo again on Hammond, Creeper on Moira, and Matt back on the Mercy. Dexter and Easton obviously are going to be the best duo here. Matt going to stay on Easton's best he can. They do have Teleporter behind them up top, so if Brooks does manage to get past hold, then Easton can very easily escape the fight and continue raining fire down from above. Hog is flanking on the left side, trying to get that hook, failing to get a hook. However, he does take down Creeper. Pluo evening the fight with Ernie. Can Matt get the res on that? It looks like he's going to try. However, he knows Hog is still there. He knows Deadman's still there, looking for the pick. Pluo goes in, does a little bit of damage, and backs out. Try not to do anything too risky since they're down as support right now. They do manage to fail their shield here, because Dexter's shooting it straight up instead of shooting it straight down. There we go. Pluo looking for the kill on Mercy, failing to secure it, trying to get out. However, he does get cornered by both their tanks, just barely escaping by himself. Are we going to see him get a pick here? He is below half HP. Hog again looking for the hook on left side. If they slightly overstep that boundary, they will end up getting hooked. It looks like he's probably about to get Orisa here. Easton does manage to secure the pick on 5-star. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Roach gets 5-star back up. It is a 6v6 again. However, Rez is down on the side of Brooks. Can they push in here and manage to take this point? If they can cap overtime, there's a chance they're gonna have more time to push than Brooks did, or Wilson did, and there's a chance they could very easily make it to point 2. All they have to do is gather the synergy. They need something more aggressive, something that can attack better. If they just swap JTC maybe from the Orisa to a Reinhardt, we could see an actual push here. 5-star takes down Creeper. Creeper gets rezzed by Matt, and it's a 6v6 one more time. iShot's playing up. One wrong move, and he's going to get hooked. Pluo still looking to do as much damage as possible. However, doesn't look like he's going to secure any picks. He's going to get taken out by Ernie. That's a really big pick on the side of Wilson, or Brooks. Can they push in on that? Bastion is going to ult, trying to do as much damage as he can. Taking out Roach, that's a really big pick for Brooks. Can they cancel out? They do cancel out 5-star. That means this is very well inside of Wilson's range of winning here. Can they take out Deadman? He's going to go down. He's like, he does pop out, but I don't think he's going to find anything with it. He goes down to Dexter, and it looks like Wilson is going to come back from that despite the really big pick. They did kind of waste Dexter's ult there, though. However, that was unneeded. It does go down to Ernie. And iShot takes down JTC, Easton takes down Ernie, and it looks like Wilson is going to do a hold here. Brooks almost had that in the bag. However, they just weren't lucky enough to survive against Easton's ult. Easton's ult both take down Mercy and 5-star. They're canceling out 5-star's ult. He's back down to 29%. They're not going to have that for this next engage, and there's only a minute on the clock. He only has a minute to get back his ult. Can he do it? He's already back to 40% despite using it last fight. And it looks like Ryan is camping a corner. Deadman did swap to Ryan, however, JTC is still on Orisa. Can they push with double shield against what they're running? They have so much damage. 5-star does get res, however, Pluo takes down Deadman after that. They're still down one with no res up. iShot does go down to Roach. The Mercy cut from Brooks manages to take down iShot, one of their best players. However, he does get res. That could have been really big on the side of Brooks. It looks like Ball is going to push in. Pluo almost going down, managing to get out just barely. That would have been really big on Brooks' side if they managed to get that pick on Wilson. Dexter trying to keep his shield up. Easton wanting to stay in the fight. Ball does use his ult there to prevent him from pushing left side. However, Ryan's going to cancel it out by using his shield. Pluo trying to do as much damage as they can. Wilson here, or Brooks here, almost having up all their ults. Deadman goes in alone, goes down. Roach uses Valk here probably to contest. Tries to res, wants to res Reaper, wants to res Deadman. Same thing, pretty much. Dexter does manage to cancel out Ernie's ult by taking it down. Easton goes down to Orisa. Orisa's low, though. Firestar comes in with Nano. However, I don't think it's going to be worth anything. It looks like Sponsor Matt reses Easton. Creeper takes down Roach, Ernie, and 5-star with Coalescence alone. Can he also get Deadman? If he can, it's a 4K on the side of Creeper. And it looks like Wilson here is going to do a full hold on Brooks.
Victory.
And that's technically the end of that. Wilson right now is 2-0. However, we are going to move into the next map, which is going to be, if I remember correctly, I've already forgot. Again.
Surrender to my will.
The next map will end up being Dorado. That's right.
Epic.
It's nice
Alrighty.
to be appreciated.
Back to lobby. Either way, that was some really good plays from both sides of the team. I'm going to say that every time because honestly, I think it is. It's just impressive to me seeing both teams put everything they have, fighting against one another, wanting to win, struggling. They're doing everything they can to bring this game back. They're doing everything they can to make it to the finals, to go that far, further than we've seen. First time we're ever doing this, year one of Lauderdale County and UNA eSports, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to go. Alrighty. It looks like we will be playing the Dorado match. We're gonna really quickly, I think, let's hold up. I think we're actually probably gonna take a short 5 really quickly. Give us just a moment. I'll figure that out. Hey guys, we're back from that short intermission now. We have all the teams situated, we have everything good to go, and it looks like we're going to be hopping into Dorado Map 3, Brooks 1 versus Wilson 1. We already know that Wilson won, they're 2-0 right now. However, will we see a win here on the side of Brooks? That last map could have been very different had they played it a little bit differently, if they had swapped up sooner, and I'm very, very intrigued to see how this one can play out. Are they going to have a full hold like Lexington 1 versus Lexington 2, or will they manage to actually push point to 1, maybe 2, maybe even 3 here if they're smart, careful, and just honestly play a little bit more around one another? Last time we saw Brooks was playing a little bit like individuals more so than they were as players of the same team. And it looks like Roach actually is going to be running Winston here. They did have some swap-ups. Ernie and Alter are now on DPS. Alter was on support, if I remember correctly. 5-star was on DPS. They are now on support. JTC was the Orisa, now on support. They have some really big swap-ups. On the side of Wilson 1, Dexter was on tank. Easton was on support or on DPS. They have swapped around. So there are some really big swap-ups here on the side of both teams. So with this new swap-up, as we've seen commonly with the last few matches that we've had, will these swap-ups actually impact their team comps in a good way or a bad way? Commonly, not a good way. However, it could very well turn out to be a very good impact on the side of Brooks. They are running the May Doomfist. Doomfist hitting off his combo immediately, failing to secure anything with it, goes down to iShot and Easton. Deadman does get the charge off on a creeper, however, I think that's all he's going to be doing. He's going to get separated from his team, and Wilson here looking to continue engaging, but not much they're going to be able to do. Roach spamming the same voice line over and over again. Dexter takes out Deadman, iShot takes out JTC, and they're going to keep pushing the point. Wilson down 2 here. Easton gets 5-star, Dexter gets Roach. And can they get the May before their team gets back? If they can, it's going to be a really big stagger on the side of Wilson. Wilson does secure the kill onto Ernie, and it looks like Ernie's going to be out for the next fight for a few minutes. Dexter takes out Alter. Both their DPS are down for a few more seconds, and they're not going to be able to engage. However, Deadman is looking to get a charge probably off from the side, getting a sneaky beaky charge, as I've said before. He's looking for it, but can he get it? He's sneaking behind him. I think Easton knows. He keeps looking around for him. And they may know. They are going to get off point here with 1 second, or with 1 meter. Reinhardt, however, failing to touch point, nearly takes out Dexter. Deadman is still behind. Alter gets the kill on spots. Can Brooks find their footing here? Deadman takes out Dexter. Easton takes out Alter, however. Really big pick for Wilson. They don't have a DPS now, or they're down 1 DPS now. 5-star does get the kill on Creeper. Pluto getting the kill on 5-star. Very even for both sides. Can Wilson, or can Brooks, get their footing here and try and hold the point? Deadman does demech D.Va, almost taking D.Va down before going down to Echo.
Boosting up.
Alrighty, and it looks like Brooks, or Wilson's going to continue pushing here. Wilson does get the kill off on Ernie again. Alter taking out Dexter. It's 1 for 1 here. Both DPS. Pluto takes down Roach. 2 for 1 here on the side of Brooks. Brooks down 2. Easton is still out of mech. There's a chance that Alter is going to try and target Easton, and he does indeed. Takes out Easton, controls the point, tries to aim for Mercy, misses, gets Creeper instead, fails to secure the pick, and goes down to eyeshot. Deadman again looking for the charge, failing to secure it, goes down almost immediately, but uses his ult, getting 1 person down, however, fails to secure any pick. Eyeshot takes out 5-star, Pluto takes out Deadman, of course. Wilson here trying to keep doing damage, however, they keep stepping off a point. 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock, all the way through streets almost. 3/4 of the way through, they're almost a second point. Can we see them get a 5-minute cap here on point 3? If we will, that'll be the most time we've seen so far, I believe. They're trying to stall again. Dexter gets JTC. There's Wilson is down 1, or Brooks is down 1. Brooks down 3 now. Failed to push. Dexter does use his ult on Echo, echoing Reinhardt. Does use Shatter, gets Roach and Ernie. However, that's all he can do. He does get Shatter a second time. However, there's no targets to use it on.
You look like you needed help, Genji.
And it looks like this is going to be a little bit of a decimation on Wilson's side. And like I said before, it looks like the swap-ups may have not been too great on the side of Brooks. Maybe they should have stuck with what they were comfortable with. 4 minutes on the clock for Brooks, or for Wilson to keep pushing, for Brooks to keep holding. Can they do a full hold here? Really iffy ult by Easton, fails to secure any picks, kind of a waste. Roach in the back line, failing to secure anything. Easton does manage to get back in mech before ult can freeze him. Dexter takes out Deadman. They fail to get Easton out of mech. Pluto does get pushed. Eyeshot does get the pick off on JTC. Gets a really big wall in front of him, put right in front of him. Fails securing the other picks. Gets taken out by 5-star in May. However, Mercy tries to go for the rest. Gets taken out by Alter. There's not much they can do here. Wilson down 2. Can Brooks manage to actually finally get their footing in the door? Creeper does take down Ernie. Really big pick on the side of Wilson if they can just keep pushing. However, they're all so low. Pluto does take out Roach. However, Easton is down in mech. And it looks like Brooks here is going to be able to hold them. And takes down Creeper. JC reses Ernie. Pluto takes down Alter. Pluto does get the really big ult here. Hopefully they can actually do something, but it doesn't look like it is. It does take out 5-star. He did take out Alter. And takes down Deadman as well. Easton taking out JTC. And it looks like Wilson here is just going to continue pushing uncontested. Ernie on the point, trying his best as May to hold, goes down. Now it's just up to Ball and Doom. Doom takes out Mercy. Really big pick on the side of Wilson, or on the side of Brooks. He fails securing the other picks with Fist. Eyeshot chasing after the kill, wanting to take out Doomfist, almost engages, does manage to get the kill on Alter, and 1.59 meters left to go for Wilson. Easton pops ult to try and hold point, trying to get Deadman off the point. That hog every single time looking to stall, so is Ball. Ball does push ult, however, will it secure any kills? Ernie moved into the minefield, hoping to secure his life, however he fails. Roach does take out Creeper, however Pluto proving to be the Hammond main of this match, takes out JTC. They're down to support. Eyeshot backs out, getting low. He's at literally 1 HP, but somehow manages to escape unscathed or undead. Easton takes out Alter. Pluto takes out Roach. Deadman takes out Dexter. With 1.59 meters, they've been stalled for a minute here. Can they keep pushing? Deadman gets ulted by his own ult thanks to Eyeshot deflecting. It's only Moira on point. Reaper trying to go in. He's 31% ult. He doesn't have it quite yet. However, can he build it before this fight goes down? Pluto again with another minefield right on the point, almost taking down Roach. Roach gets really low, gets taken down, Easton gets Roach, Pluto gets 5-star, Pluto gets Ernie, and it looks like it's going to be a win here on the side of Wilson with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Alrighty, and now we're going to see Wilson on the defense, and as we saw before, they did a lot better on defense than they did on attack. And I'm very, chances are we're going to see the same thing that they always run. However, iShot's been trying to swap it up, trying his best to swap it up for this game. He swapped to Symmetra. We did see his standard Genji there last point. However, as far as I can see, yeah, again, he swaps again. He's now on the Torbjorn versus the Sim or the Tracer. He's not playing Genji. Dexter does lock in Doomfist here, which we saw him playing, I believe, a little bit there at the end. I don't remember he was playing it the entire time, that's right. Ernie also goes Torbjorn, which may be a fatal mistake because they don't have a shield. Will that be viable here? We saw Lexington 2 try to do the exact same thing, and if they can get it onto point and hold it, that would be great here. However, with it being on attack, I'm not too sure it's going to be able to do much unless he gets to set it up perfectly. Wilson just knows how to target it. I mean, they've proved themselves knowing how to make targets, call out, and take down the same person at the same time, so I don't think a turret is really going to be that great against them here. Brooks going up top except for Junkrat. Junkrat's looking to flank. Will he be able to secure a kill here behind Wilson? He is going to go in. Roach takes down Easton. Dexter takes down JTC. It is even. However, Brooks does have the spawn advantage. Pluto takes down 5-star, and it looks like it's going to be a win in the favor of Wilson. iShot does get the hammer kill off on Roach, turret kill on Alter, and it looks like Wilson is going to hold here. They are trying to scatter Deadman, and it looks like they are going to manage to stagger him just barely. Got quite a bit of time on him. 5-star gets Creeper, however, they do have spawn advantage. Brooks has spawn advantage. I didn't mean to sound like Wilson had spawn advantage. Brooke does have spawn advantage, so Deadman going down wasn't that big of a stagger compared to Creeper. Creeper is going to have to take a little bit to get back. And it looks like they are down one. They're trying to take out that turret, but fail. Dexter gets the slam. I can't speak. Gets the slam down on Hog, doing a lot of damage, but failing to kill any picks there. They do get Roach again with the hammer, and iShot doing his best to get hammer. However, Dexter did push Baptiste away from the hammer kill. Could we have seen another one? He did get it. Ernie did get Creeper there on the side of Wilson, on the side of Brooks. Matt almost got the res off on Creeper, however, almost got picked by himself by Deadman. Roach is in the back line trying to take out Matt. Can they stop this from happening? Matt is at literally 1 HP. He does go down to Roach. JTC takes on iShot. iShot's turret. Easton takes down JTC and Immor. Pluto takes down 5-star. They're down both supports. Can they push here? Can they engage? Brooks does have spawn advantage, like I've said plenty of times before. Alter takes on Creeper. Wilson is down one still. Matt is still on his way back as well, which means they're down both supports right now. Can Wilson keep holding despite being down supports? They almost have all their ults up. iShot, Dexter, Pluto, and Matt almost have their ults up. Easton at 94. Creeper's the only one lacking at 58. And the same goes for Brooks. Arnie just used his ult to secure the point. Alter almost has his ult up, which could change the tide of the fight. Arnie takes out iShot. Deadman takes out Easton. Deadman does have his ult. Roach almost has his ult. It's at 40%. 5-star at 81. JDC at 18. He does pop it here. Pluto does pop his ult here. Hoping to secure a pick. Fails to secure anything though. Alter takes down iShot's turret. And Deadman uses the ult to try and get Pluto off point. It does succeed, managing to almost get him off the map even. However, Pluto, as we've seen, knows how to maneuver himself as Hammond. We see Dexter pop his ult here. Can he secure a pick? And he will. He's going to secure the Ana. Well, Pluto took it from him. But Pluto took the Ana down, Alter down, iShot got Roach, Dexter got Ernie, 5-star got spots for Matt, Dexter got the turret, and it looks like this is going to be another win on the side of Wilson with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go for Brooks to keep pushing. However, I'm not sure with the amount of progress they've made that they'll be able to do anything here. Dexter takes down Deadman, and it looks again like another win on the side of Wilson. Ball going all the way back, trying to get that Mercy. Mercy uses his ult to try and take out Ball, and it looks like there's going to be a 1v1 in the back. Ball barely losing any HP, Matt barely losing HP, and it looks like Ball's actually trying to flee here. However, with Torbjorn on the way, will they be able to stop Ball from taking out Matt? Arnie does ult here. Can he secure more than one pick? He's not going to. He's only going to get Dexter. No, actually, iShot canceled it with his turret.
30 seconds.
Easton does secure the pick on a 5-star. Pluto looking to do more damage, trying to take out Ana. They get Ana, and it looks like another fight won on the side of Wilson. Dexter almost going down to Alter there. However, barely survives. Pluto comes in, saves Dexter, takes out Alter, and it looks like with 14 seconds to go, Wilson may secure the third final win here.
10 seconds remaining.
Torbjorn again. It looks like we're having a hammer battle there in the back between Ernie and iShot. However, Turret is going to help assist take him down there. Easton secures the kill on Easton. Easton secures the kill on Ernie. And it looks like Ball's going to try and stall. Roach is using his ult, failing to secure any picks thanks to the team destroying it. Deadman pops his ult to hold there. Fluoro does use his drop down, takes out Roach, and it looks like Brooks is actually going to do a letter number funny move there. And Wilson takes home the third point in a row. It was a bit longer because it was there was a lot of competition between the two. However, it seems Brooks or Wilson was just slightly ahead of Brooks. Had Brooks been a little bit more on their game here, they probably could have had a very different outcome. And again, it goes back to what I said a few games ago. All it takes is hard work, dedication, teamwork, learning to bond with your team, and practice as much as you can. Practice is essential to winning the game. And I think with that, we are going to have a slight intermission, but before that, we're actually going to try and get an interview. It may not be an intermission, it may be an interview here. We're going to try and get an interview with iShot and Easton, which is two of the most ferocious players in the match, according to most other players. A lot of people have been not wanting iShot or Easton to sub in because of how well they have been showing themselves to be and how powerful they are as a duo, especially. They know how to play off of one another, they know how to combo, they know exactly what the other one's thinking and when not to ult when the other DPS ults. And I would honestly think it would be really nice to have that kind of interview with them. We'll get them pulled in here in just a second. Alrighty, guys, we are back. Aizen here again as your caster. I'm here joined by iShot and Zatrix. Zatrix being Easton, and iShot obviously being iShot. And I have a lot of questions for them. As we've seen, they've shown themselves in the tournament as two of the best players, whether they believe that or know that or not. And I had a few questions that I wanted to ask them, and hopefully they can provide some really good responses for you guys as well. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, I know I already have, but if there's anything you want to say about yourself, you can right now.
All right. On my shot, that one Genji player that everyone hates. Yeah.
I'm Easton. I play McCree, and I
Just
waste my
McCree?
ults a lot. Yeah, well, I play other people, but I don't really do very good with them. So
Your McCree is kind of cracked though, so
yeah, I just waste his ult a lot.
it's kind of hard to get off a good McCree ult if you're not willing to flank behind the team.
Yeah,
The only way I
that's
usually get those off is flanking completely and then end up dying. So
yeah.
either way,
I
I do
feel
have
like
a few
most.
questions for you guys. Oh, go ahead.
All right. Oh, I was just rambling. Sorry.
It was all good. You're welcome to say anything except for, well, Twitch appropriate things, obviously. But I was curious, when did you guys get into Overwatch and how even?
I'll go first. Why not? Um, so I was playing PS3 a lot, BO2, all that stuff. It was very like ghetto and toxic, and I wanted a PS4 so bad for 2 years, but my mom was like, "No, I'm not buying you anything." But one of my like good friends, he's older than me. He's like 29 right now. He bought me a PS4 for Christmas, and then I got into Overwatch in season 2, and
Around
been
the same time
stuck.
I did.
Yeah, been hard stuck plat ever since. Actually, I reached masters on my Smurf account on console. That's console. That's different. Console's different.
I agree.
Yeah.
What about you, Easton?
Well, one of my teachers said there's going to be an Overwatch tournament, so I just pretty much got it from this tournament.
So,
And
what about? Surely there's some prior experience there somewhere. CS:GO, Valorant,
oh yeah,
right?
I used to play a lot of first-person shooters like Call of Duty and
Call of Duty.
CS:GO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
a lot
can.
of CS:GO.
I've heard a lot about how that transfers over quite well. So, what about you? I forgot to ask you that. What about you, iShot? Any prior experience with those kind of games? You said BO2. I did hear that one. What
Black
about
Ops
CS:GO
2.
or any other ones?
Oh, I played CS for a while. I got 100 hours of it, and then I got tired of it because there was the Prime stuff. It was free for a while, and so there was lots of hackers, and it was really fun. But now it's just a bunch of sweaty kids, and it's very hard.
Yeah, I completely agree. Um, do you guys think your team would go so far?
Um, Today I thought we were gonna lose for sure because everyone was asleep. Bro,
Yeah,
I thought we were going to the loser bracket, and we might like make it to the finals from there. But I really thought we were gonna lose today.
You really did.
Yeah.
It
I kind
was.
of had a little. Sorry.
Go no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I kind of
I'm asking
panicked
you
a
as
little
well.
bit too because Dexter and Busy and Matt all weren't on like 20 minutes before the match,
Matt's like
so
our
it's pretty.
carry.
Yeah,
I
he's a
did
pretty
notice
good
that.
Mercy.
I did notice that. And this isn't your first time playing with Matt either. You guys had to play with him as a sub last game twice in a row, which I'm sure that also built some experience there. He knew exactly what to do with you guys.
Yeah. He's
It was
pocketing
pretty
everyone.
impressive.
So you thought you were gonna go to the losers bracket, basically.
Yeah, 'cause no one was getting on, so I was like, you know what? It's just gonna be a 3v, like whoever with 3 subs from like 3 random subs. I thought we lost for sure. But no, they hopped on like last minute and we're like, oh my god, we're saved.
Yeah, I don't
So
even think Dexter or Busy got a warm up.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, they
don't think
just went
so.
straight on.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. And that's your first time playing with Busy, isn't it? In the tournament. That was
I
his
played
first
with
Yes.
time
them.
getting to play.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
played one comp game with them, but other than that, that was it. That was our
we
first
played
That's
them
time
it.
in the
before.
tournament. Oh,
That's
Yeah.
something I thought was really interesting is the fact that you guys haven't had much practice as the full team, with Busy not there, and I believe you guys had one new person here as well that wasn't here last time, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. You had Dexter. Busy hasn't been here before, obviously. You play with Dexter. I'm pretty sure there's someone I'm forgetting. But either way, I still thought your team play was amazing. The way you guys use your ults around one another, it just made you guys seem like you played together for a while. And I'm sure the last few games, obviously, being very stressful, probably helped a lot with that synergy being created. But and I do have one more question. I think this is gonna be the last one. Are you aware teams consider you two to be the most threatening and ferocious players in the tournament?
Um, I would kind of say because there's this one game where they were typing in chat like they were saying, "I shot, we're crying, please." Like Beater was there.
Yeah, that was the
You,
Lexington team. That was you guys
yeah,
versus Lexington 1.
I kind of like they were like I kind of felt bad, but you know, it's a tournament.
Same time. So, is there any obviously Twitch safe, school safe words to your competition that you guys want to say?
Um, it was it it was Zatrix ego. I don't know.
It was fun playing against them, and hope they have good luck in the losers bracket.
Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining us. It looks like we're gonna be getting on to our next match. So if you guys want to watch, you can. And good luck with your next matches.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, y'all.
You guys have a great night.
You too.
You too.
Alrighty, and that is gonna wrap up our interview. We do have 2 more matches on the way. So honestly, for the MVP for those matches for Wilson Busy, I'm not entirely certain. Honestly, because the team performs so well, I don't want to give it to one player. Um, and that's obviously kind of biased to me towards Wilson. Brooks had a lot of good plays there as well. Um, I don't think I really have an MVP because of how well everyone played. And that goes for both sides. Even if they were losing those first 2 matches where they had their full roster in their right spots, they did really well against Wilson, and that was the first time we've ever seen full competition against Wilson. We have seen, of course, like Lexington win a few fights and secure the point for just a little bit on 1 or 2 maps. However, almost every single map had competition against Wilson there, and I don't really think I have a specific MVP. And as for Bailey, when Ryan said he gives MVP or me MVP from Lexington 2, it made me not even upset that we lost. Um, there's so many things that I could say MVP wise on Lexington 2 and 1. However, with that team, I have to pick one. Or I wanted to pick one for those teams because I wanted to recognize them. With iShot and Easton, obviously, I don't want to pick one or the other. I'd probably end up saying it'd be iShot just because of his versatility, where Easton you mainly saw play McCree between the two DPS. And as for the tanks, both tanks, Dexter and both Busy and Dexter both performed very well. As for the prior games, I've already stated my opinions on that. I said everyone did great, but the ones who won Lexington really, or the ones that won the MVP of those matches, really did just prevail in such a better way. And we are going to take a short intermission here while we get the rest of the teams up. It's going to be about 3 to 5 minutes, hopefully less, of just a short intermission while we get everyone ready to go. So, you guys enjoy the break, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back once again after that short intermission. I'm sorry for how long that took. We had a few issues getting everyone together, but as it is, we now have Rogers versus Wilson 2, and this is probably going to be the last match of the night due to time constraints. Rocket League is due to 9. Rocket League is due to play here at 9. So we're gonna have to stop streaming before that, which means our one of these matches, the last match, which is Lexington 2 versus, I believe, the loser of last game, Brooks. That's going to be rescheduled to either, I think, Monday. I think it's gonna be the first match Monday. So if you were looking forward to that, we're not going to be going to 8 o'clock or past 8 o'clock anymore. This is going to be the last match. We're running Oasis again, Rogers versus Wilson, McDangle, Enderzone. McDangle, we saw a lot from him the last few times he has played. Very excited to see it. He's not, I wouldn't say he's on par with maybe like iShot from Wilson 1. However, he has shown his skills on both Widowmaker and McCree and quite a few other people. So, very curious to see how this plays out, how this pans out. So, Oasis first map. Here we go. L1, sorry, L1 versus Brooks later on tonight, but it's going to be rescheduled slightly for later. It's going to be rescheduled for Tuesday. It's probably going to be the first match of the day. So, either way, right now we do see Pluo. He's subbing in for Wilson 2 here, and we are going to see him, instead of running ball, we're going to see him running BAP. So I'm very curious to see as well for him. I know he is a sub here, but it's interesting not seeing him. Oh, wait, we have one slight problem. Hold up. One moment. Give us just a moment. Slight problem there.
Welcome.
We got that
to
fixed.
Oasis.
Sorry about that.
Initiating match.
Wilson 2 wasn't set up right. No MSN. I'm very confused. Either way, now we're good to go. 2 seconds on the clock. We're gonna be swapping back from intermission to the game now. Sorry about that. Little delay here. So on the side of Rogers, we do say McDangle on the Genji, Enderzone on the Junkrat, and I'm very curious again to see McDangle play here. He did have a really good aim on the McCree and the Widowmaker, and seeing him play Genji may just be exactly what he needs to do here, especially on Oasis with how much damage he can output. And we do see on the side of Wilson 2, copy-paste on the Bastion once again, Wolfbox on the Reaper as per usual, and I'm very curious how that's going to work with them having the Genji and the Junkrat. This is another problem we saw, is that Rogers does run really off-meta tank comps, it looks like. They are running Runny Ryan. Also, they're running Runny Ryan as Orisa and Como on DPS, or on Diva. I hate saying that name. Either way, Wolfbox does dive in immediately, but fails to secure any picks, almost taking out Homo out of mech. And he's going to back up, manages to get out. Wolfbox almost goes down. McDangle looking to flank behind, take out as much damage as he can. Barely managed to get out alive. He's at 1 HP, goes down to Pluo. However, that's as much as they're going to make. They're going to look to pick here, push in. Wilson 2 did cap the point. Fanto looking for that charge, just barely missing Zenyatta, getting right over the trap, takes out the trap, and it looks like they're trying to fight here as much as possible, be as aggressive as possible, but they can't really do much without the shield on the Bastion. Fanto does take down Mister, very big pick for them. Looks like Rogers is going to be down one support. Now they're down Runny Ryan. Wolf takes down Runny. spots, reses Copy. McDaniel takes out Wolf. McDaniel very well may be able to hold this here. But Copy Paste already has his ult up. That's really big for them. They're only in the second fight here. Ender, can he get the ult off? He cannot. He fails to secure anything. Copy Paste takes out D.Va. However, that's the only pick he managed to secure. And right now, it looks like it could go any way, either Wilson 2 or Rogers. It doesn't like we're going to see anything too big here right now. Waiting for the pick. And there comes in Dangle with his ult. Fails to secure anything. Tiebreaker takes down Copy Paste. We're looking for the pick for Dangle, but he fails to secure anything until now. He gets Fluo. Of all people, he gets the other support. Fanto hits a big ult there, however, fails to secure anything. McDaniel takes out Spot, Aaron takes out Fanto, McDaniel takes out Meg, Wolf takes out Runny, gets Caitlyn down as well. It looks like it's going to be another fight one on the side of Rogers. As we see, it's very even on these sides. They almost managed to come back there, Wilson 2 did. However, just by managing to not get those picks and by them just coming back so quickly, there was so much potential for Wilson, or for Rogers, just to hold them so hard there. McDaniel with his ult, scaring their team into backing up into one group, which allowed Wilson to just absolutely get shredded thanks to Rogers' blade there. Not only that, but they have D.Va Bomb here, and if they can place it just right, it looks like he was going to use it there. He fails, he gets D-Mac. They have Matrix, they try to use that to do as much damage as they can. They pop in more. Genji does take down Copy Paste. It's going to be a 5v5 situation there, no, a 6v6 situation. Copy Paste does get Res. Res is down. Phantom takes down McDaniel. Very big on the side of Wilson too, and it looks like that's going to be the pick that they needed to keep pushing in here. Fanto does try to secure the pin off on Fanto, or off on Ryan, but fails to get anything with it. Ender takes down Wolf. Fanto takes down Running Ryan's ult, and it looks like it's going to be a waste. Ryan and Tiebreaker both taking down Fanto and Caitlyn. Ender taking out Copy, and it looks like that first fight's going to go to Rogers uncontested.
Score. 1.
So a really good match from both teams there, and that really could have gone either way. We saw Wilson 2 doing their best to try and fight on the point, to hold the point as best they can, but they failed to actually get any picks, really, after they got a few off. They would take 1 or 2 down and then just failed to secure anything else, and it caused the entire enemy team to come back immediately. As for the side of Rogers, we saw some really good plays by McDaniel, really good plays by Ryan. Mint Mister, he did go down, but honestly, the amount of damage he was able to help output thanks to Discord absolutely changed the tide of the fight. Tiebreaker's ult there as well. Tiebreaker running the Lucio. The speed boosts are absolutely insane when it comes to winning team fights. If you have good synergy, you have good communication, Lucio can absolutely change the tide of a fight, especially if you have a good Reinhardt. However, we're not going to see that right now. On the side of Wilson, we are going to see Cupface still on the Bastion, Wolf still on the Reaper. We're going to see Fanto on the Reinhardt again, Caitlyn on the D.Va. No changes on their side whatsoever. So I'm very curious. McDaniel, the only thing swapped up on their side is McDaniel went from Genji to McCree. Can he perform here again like he did the other night? It looks like Wilson is going to take the high ground, however, it doesn't matter. McDaniel takes out Copy Paste. They use Immort, however, it's going to go down. Spots does get the res off, so it is a 66 situation again. However, Caitlyn does get D-Mac, almost D-Mac. Tiebreaker gets the push off on Caitlyn. Both Divas go down for both teams, and it is a 5v5 situation. It looks like we're watching pre-beta footage for Overwatch 2 once more. It's a 5v5. Can they manage to come back here? Ender does get in, tries to do damage, but he does go down to Wolfbox and Copy, and that is the pick that they needed. If they can push here and take out their tanks, they can very easily win this. Copy does get Running Ryan, Wolf gets tied. D.Va's on her way back, Fluo takes down McDaniel, and it looks like Homo is trying to hold the point here, but in a 6v1 situation, there's not much you can do. That pin, that trap by Ender, just barely saving Homo for just a second from the charge. However, he does go down to Wolfbox. And again, it looks like Wilson is going to take the high ground here with the copy-paste Bastion, which is the smart play to do. However, it's going to allow for very easy ults on Ender Zone if they're smart and careful about it. If Ender Zone can get a good flank here, get in that little corridor off to the behind Copy, they could very easily hit a very big ult here, possibly even a 6k. Wolf does take down McDaniel. They drop down to contest the point. They're trying to take Phantom. We do see the ult by Ender. Can he get a pick? It gets a 3k. It takes down both supports and Wolf, and this could very easily turn in the tide of Rogers. They take down Phantom, take down Copy. All it is left is Caitlyn. Can they get her in time before the team gets back? 36% on the clock, and looks like she's gonna get D-Mag. She's gonna go down in 3, 2, and 1. Here she goes. Goes down 41 seconds, or 41% on the clock for Wilson, 37 for Brooks, or for Rogers. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep doing that. 41 for Rogers, and it looks like this is going to lean in their favor. They have 3 ults almost up, 1 already up, and on the side of Wilson, we already have 2 up with 1 more on the way, and there's a very big chance if they push in here with Phanto, they could very easily get a really big shatter. The only shield that Rogers has to block this is Ronnie Ryan's, and if he screws that up, then it's going to be a very easy ult on the side of Wilson. Phanto charges in, Wolfbox again takes out Ender. Wilson taking down one of Rogers. Rogers is down 1. However, they drop bomb in the middle of the entire team. He's gonna take out Copy Paste. That's all he can do. However, that's big for the entire team. They are down 2. However, right now, Phanto does get the ult off onto Ender, or Runny. However, he fails to secure the pick. Copy cleans up, does get the pick on him, and it looks like Phanto gets the pin on D.Va, takes out D.Va. It's just McDangle. Can he get the kill on McDangle? He cannot. He backs up. They're gonna take out Lucio here, Junkrat here. No, they don't. McDangle comes in, saves Junkrat, and it looks like they very well can win. And then that big ult from Tiebreaker comes in, leading them to push. Can they take out D.Va and Mercy? They do. They take down Mercy, or take down D.Va. Can they get Mercy? If they can, it's gonna be very big on the side of Rogers. They failed to take her down so far. They need to take down the Pluto on the far right, the Baptiste. If they don't, they're just going to have unlimited healing. Reaper pops up, secures 1, secures 2, secures 3, and we see a big off from Wood before McDangle takes him out. Sorry, stuttering. Either way, Copy Paste takes down D.Va Mech, manages to almost secure the kill on D.Va, but just barely fails. Dangle goes down to Phanto, spots Rez's Wolf, Phanto takes down Homo, and it looks like, once again, Wilson may come back here and hold the 99.
I'm taking care of you.
We saw some really good plays from both teams there, and they're very evenly matched. That could have gone either way there. Had Rogers turned that around and came in a little bit stronger, they probably could have won the game right there and won the first point in this match. However, as we saw, that wasn't the case, and right now, with Wilson having 60% on the clock, can Rogers get in? They do pop Ender Zone. Is that going to be anything? It's going to take out Immor at least. They do take out Phanto thanks to it. Reaper or McCree pops all, not sure where, I can't really see him. He tosses it behind it, takes down both spots and Copy Paste. That's Mercy. Mercy they don't have res right now. They take out D.Va, and it looks like it's going to run in the favor of Rogers. Can they take down Pluto and Reaper before they can stall? Pluto does jump on. Can they take him down before he can do anything for his team to get back? Pluto jumps back up top, playing smart. Wolf drops down to try and stall as well. However, it's fruitless as Ender Zone takes out Pluto. McDangle takes out Wolf. Can they stop Reinhardt from touching point? They cannot. Reinhardt does get up. Well, never mind. That boot by Tiebreaker there, preventing Reinhardt from getting onto the point, winning the game effectively for Rogers. And it looks like the first match is going to go to Rogers.
Play of the game.
Can someone redeem some hydrate so I can drink a little bit? My throat hurts.
Triple
I can only drink when you guys redeem hydrate, so I need some tea. That was a big ult by Ender there, taking out 3 of them and then helping take out Phanto, and that easily won that point for them. And as we saw, really great plays by both teams, very, very even. This could go either way in the thank you so much, UNA eSports, for redeeming some hydrate. I really needed that. I really appreciate it. Everyone, thank you for the support. I very much so appreciate it. And now, moving to intermission, we're going to move over to the next map. Here we go. We're going to Eichenwald once again. Are we going to do Halloween, or are we going to do the regular one? Let's see how many we get. I very much so appreciate the hydrate. Too bad I'm running very low on tea now. It looks like it's going to be a vote in favor of Halloween. So it looks like we are, of course, going to be running Halloween Eichenwald for the 3rd time in a row. Let's see if there's any swaps. We saw some really great plays by both teams. McDangle, he didn't really do as much as he has been doing before. However, the amount of damage he did output was absolutely insane and very vital towards winning the fight. Interzone got all of those picks, all the picks that they needed to win the fight. His ult single-handedly winning the point, and it just helped so well to take that fight back. Anyways. It looks like we're not going to have any swaps here, so I need confirmation from both teams for us to start, and it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And it looks like we will be starting shortly. And I do see Chris in the chat. Wilson ready. Both teams are ready. And here we go on to Eichenwald, the second map. If Rogers wins this one, they have effectively won this match. However, is it going to go that way? Will we see a 1v1 or a 1-1 situation where the third map counts? Because if we do, that means the third map is going to be absolutely vital towards this last game, and it's going to raise the tension so high for both teams involved. With 16 seconds in the clock, how's it going to go? I feel like, again, we're going to see the Diva from Homo and probably the Orisa once more from Ryan. They are going to be on the defense here. So, I feel like that's going to be how it goes. And I was correct. McDangle running the Widowmaker, which could be very big for the side of Rogers. However, the question is, with Fanto running Ryan, Caitlyn running Diva, and Wolfbox running Reaper, is the Widow going to be effective against them? Reaper flanks, gets her out really easily. Diva obviously with DM, and Fanto with shield. Will he be able to pull off any kills here? And we do see them wanting to set up front. However, my question is, how far up are they going to choose to set? They're going to set up right in the chokehold. We've seen two very different strategies. One game we saw them set up back all the way behind, almost at point. And before, with other teams, I think it was Lexington 1, we saw hold up all the way at the first chokehold, or past the first chokehold, which was absolutely insane, the fact they managed to full hold that. Immediately, Wilson 2, looking to push in. They decide to not go mid and instead opt for the side. Reaper does teleport above, but goes down immediately to McDangle, already taking out a pick. Interzone getting copy-paste. Both DPS are down on the side of Wilson. Can they push in? I don't think they can. It looks like they're going to have to back out here. McDangle peeking in again for another pick, hopefully. Can't secure anything as he doesn't have any sights here. Can he do anything? Alrighty. Interzone gets copy-paste, Runny takes down Caitlyn's mech, and I think that's all we're going to see here. For some reason, Wilson just keeps backing up, further and further. I'm not entirely sure what their plan is here, with Reinhardt all the way in the back, not helping his team much out. Interzone gets Caitlyn, and it looks like they're going to be down one more again, unless Mercy can pull off that res. However, I don't think that she will. I think they're going to let Diva respawn so they still have res up, which was the smart play there, and that's exactly what they did. Now that Wilson's fully regrouped, are they going to push? And here we are. We see them moving as a unit. However, will they be able to actually continue going in? They are going to drop up top. However, Honto goes in first ahead of Reinhardt. McDangle looking for the pick, failing to secure anything. Reaper drops above again. Will McDangle get the pick? She does not. He's aiming immediately for McDangle. She's trying to back up, or he's trying to back up to get that pick. Fails to secure it, and he does secure it off Wolfbox. Mercy is separated in the back from her team. Can they get this pick so they can prevent a push? Matt almost managed to get out. Matt does manage to get out from Wilson. For Wilson. Reinhardt is in the back of Rogers' line, and Diva gets demeched here by Pluo in the back. They fail to take out Fanto. Fanto takes down Ender, which is a very big pick on the side of Wilson. Can they use this to engage Rogers head-on? Spots res copy-paste, they're up. It's a 6v4 situation. McDangle does get Wolf, copy-paste takes down Homo. McDangle can't really do much here. There's not much left to do. Tiebreaker does take Blue out due to a boot. A very good boot for Indeed. That isn't resable either. They do, that's a really good beat from Tiebreaker, but will it be able to do anything? Running Ryan's not going to go down here, hopefully. Really big ult from Mister. They're popping ults left and right. However, it's just right to secure the point. Can they take down Fanto? Fanto used ult there, and so did Copy-Paste. Plo, even, they got Nano. They used 3 different ults there. While Fanto's at 44, the other 2 are not even at 10 yet. That was really big, like, a usage for Rogers there. If they could just keep holding. The only problem is Rogers used 4 different ults as well. They used Mister and Tiebreaker, and now with Wolfbox getting the pick off on the Mister, there's not much they can do. They have to play very passive here. They don't have the Discord Orb, they don't have the extra damage. McDangle does take out Wolfbox, however, it is going to probably get res. Res, I do believe, is up. Homo does get demeched, and that's probably going to be the end of the first point. Lucio is flanking behind them, trying to get the picks, however, fails to do anything useful. Juggernaut drops trap, looking for the pick on the Lucio, probably, if I had to guess. But Lucio is looking to try and take on McDangle as best they can. Fanto comes in the side, 63 to ult. He's trying to do as much damage as he can. McDangle used the headshot off on the Fluo thanks to that pull by Orisa. Very big pull there on their side. Diva's engaging, wanting to get the pick. She has ult. She does drop behind him. McDangle again getting the pick on the copy paste. Enderzone taking out both spots and Fanto. Homo getting Caitlyn's mech. And it looks like there's going to be another fight, one on the side of Rogers. Reaper is behind them. He's at 77 to ult. He's probably going to be there to stall. Will they notice him, or is he going to be able to stall for his team to get back? Lucio is on his way to solo engage. Will they be able to take out the pick? It does not look like they will. McDangle goes down. That's really big with no res on the way to save him. All that he has to do is engage here. Wolfbox drops on 80% ult. All he has to do is get a few shots off. Pluto takes down Mister, and we see a big ult here. A big picks here on the side of Wilson, taking out both McDangle and Mr. McDangle swaps to Genji, hoping to win. Fanto goes in. They use Val. However, Enderzone coming in with the 3K once more, taking out Fanto. Spot and copy. Genji, can he stall? If only he can take out Wolf and Pluo, they can very easily win. He gets Wolfbox. Can they stall? Can they keep getting Pluo? Enderzone trying not to go down, but it looks like he may. He's only at half HP, but that Lucio really wants to take him down. Lucio engaging Mister. That Discord's going to be required if they want to win this fight here. Caitlyn looking to ult, I believe. She does have it. They're waiting the last second. That's big. She's going to. She didn't pop ult there. Pluo does get ult. Used it. Both of them tie break. Both of them use beat. They use a Orisa ult there as well. They have extra damage. However, Wolfbox is ulted up, and he does ult. He gets 3-4. However, they don't manage to. They manage to win the fight there. Homo is looking to come back and keep stalling. However, they're going to fail as she's Baby Diva, and she is going to go down. Really big plays on the side of both teams there, managing to stall that long for Rogers. However, Wilson does manage to come back thanks to ult usage and very well placed ults indeed. Wolfbox well, not really single-handedly, that was obviously a team effort, but doing exactly like I thought, playing in the back, getting that ult up, and waiting for the right moment when they need it to take out the entire team, and that's exactly what he did, taking out 5 of them by himself thanks to pressing Q, or alt button, whichever he plays on. Absolutely insane. And we see Fluo trying to imitate Frogger as he continues to just drop down from behind and try to kill their DPS and support as best he can. McDangle being engaged by Fluo even. Enderzone does get copy-paste, however, this is probably going to get rezzed here. Fanto gets a really good charge onto McDangle, takes out Homo, and also takes out Ender. He's doing as much as he can, wanting to get that charge up again. He already almost has Shatter again for the 3rd time this game. Or 4th, I believe, even. Caitlyn has bomb again, or actually, I don't think Caitlyn ever did use her ult. Lucio is somehow stalling. They don't realize Lucio's there, and it looks like he's going to stall for his team to get back. But McDangle, again, looking to get those picks, but failing to secure anything so far. He does have his ult, however, with Fluo not having his, he could very easily get a very big ult here. They're all grouped up. However, Homo drops ult. Fails to secure anything except for Caitlyn's mech. Enderzone taking down 2. It wouldn't be smart. Can they get map before he pulls off the rest? They cannot. Copy paste is back up. Tiebreaker takes down Caitlyn. And it looks like this is going to be a win in the side of Rogers. Trying to get copy paste, but they fail to. Matt is now in the middle of the team as Mercy. Can they kill him? They do use Genji at the end of the day, and they fail to secure any picks so far. Running Ryan takes down copy paste. Mercy manages to escape via the bottom. McDangle fails to secure any picks. Wolf does take out Ryan, but that's about as far as he goes. McDangle is going to pursue it, getting him to 1 HP. Can he finish off the kill? Indeed he can, with the headshot, and he's probably going to go drew up with his team. Wilson is down 1 here. Can they engage? They have 3 ults to push with, and they do. Fanto does get the charge off on Diva, but just short of actually running her into a wall. We see Pluo use his ult there, however, they couldn't really use it to engage too terribly much. We see no ults up on the side of Rogers, however we do have Diva ult still on the side of Wilson, as well as Valve, which just got popped. Can they do this? Can they win this? Homo's out of mech, but the question is, will Wilson manage to push it all the way to the 2nd point? Also, you spelt my last name wrong. I appreciate the message, though. Anto, Trin middle team getting a fat ult off into the middle of the team, allowing for so much damage for Wilson to do. Vader does take out Ryan, trying his hardest to take out someone else here. I can't see who it is. Trying to go Ender, but they fail. Ender does secure another big tire, taking out both Fluo and copy paste. However, will they be able to win this fight? Diva jumps off the map, comes back up, wants to bomb here. She's about to drop in the middle of the team, and she does. Question is it going to secure anything? It does not. Genji pops all here, taking Mister takes out Phantom. Blade looking for picks, failing to secure anything so far. He does almost boot Wolf off. However, fails to get anything. They have Mister coming here with ult. Orisa ult as well. They have extra damage. They do secure Mister, but the question is, can they stall? They do C9. They let her 9, dude.
Complete.
Just barely, Rogers manages to come back and cap the point there, thanks to booping everyone off the point.
Score.
Absolutely insane plays by both teams. However, just barely did they manage to pull that off. I do know what you mean, and I very much so appreciate the message. It makes me happy. It makes me want to keep doing this. Looks like they're discussing what was going on. I'm starting to lose my voice from how much I'm shouting.
Ready for battle.
Either way, now we see Rogers on the attack. They're running the Symmetra and the Mei, the same comp that we saw earlier. They tried to pull off, but another team failed to do so. It didn't work and they had to swap up. They are running again the Orisa and D.Va and Mister and Tiebreaker once again on the Lucio Zen combo, which seems to be working really well for Rogers here. It's been working every single game, so much so that they've made it into this bracket. They keep going further, and the question is, can they beat Wilson 2 here? Can they bring this home and secure it? They only have to get 1 point and 121 meters, and if they do, then they bring home this and go on to the finals. They're going to the playoffs. I believe, if I remember correctly.
4,
Based on the bracket, I believe this will lead them to the playoffs.
1. Attackers incoming.
No, we have one more day. Never mind, I'm wrong.
Objective A.
For your safety,
Actually, I may be right, yeah. This may be leading to the top 4. I'll have to check the bracket afterwards.
The winner of this
looking to
match will be leading into the top 4, yes.
Okay, so confirmation from Howard there. Thank you for the hydration. I don't have any drink left, though. Either way, as we saw, I don't know if you guys could hear Howard or not, but Howard did confirm the winner of this will be going into the Final Four, which means this is very high tension. If Wilson can pull this back, they have one more map to show what they're made of. They have one more map to possibly make it to the top 4, and if they do, that means they're going to be going straight to the finals or the playoffs. They have the copy-paste on Bastion, they have the Orisa, they're running the exact same comp we saw earlier, or almost the exact same comp we saw earlier, from, I think, Wilson 1, running the Bastion comp again as well, against Roger, or against Brooks. However, Sim does TP on behind them, trying to solo off D.Va, just barely. D.Va almost gets D-Mac. D.Va does get D-Mac. Can they take out Caitlyn in time? And they do! Symmetra's fully charged. Can they continue getting picks? They set down turrets onto point. Wolf getting very low, half HP, but he's getting bodied by Matt. Can they take out Matt in time? And they do! They prevent the res! Andrewzone prevents the res, takes them down. Budangle getting Wolfbox, Homo getting copy base. It looks like it's going to be a win on side of Rogers here. Taking the point with 2 minutes on the clock as opposed to the overtime of Wilson. Can they get Fluo though before he can stall too long? And he is going to be staggered actually. He's going to get long spawn. Even though he's Lucio, it doesn't really matter too much. Caitlyn does push in, trying to secure the point again here. Fails and ends up getting staggered as well and is going to have a long spawn. And it looks like their team's wanting to set back up again, trying to get behind them. Copy-paste trying to hide a little bit. Trying to do a little sneaky beaky thing, but she's going to get walled off and get picked here, probably. It looks like Wolfbox is going to be above them. McDangle knew that, trying to get the sneaky kill there. Homo takes down Pluto, which is a very big pick for them. They do have Rez up. There's a chance he could get Rez. However, Reaper, wanting to flank there, fails, has the back out. McDangle does get copy-paste down, and D.Va is going to be flanking behind Rogers. Very curious. She doesn't have ult up yet, so there's not much she can do here. Tiebreaker getting a duo kill by himself, taking out Wolf and Fanto. Fluo not really doing too much as he's trying to red it a little bit too hard now. It was working initially, but it looks like he's not securing kills anymore. Tiebreaker taking out spots from that, and we just see a 3K on the side of Tiebreaker. Copy-paste, using his ult, but the question is, will he secure any picks? He does not. Mister, it forces Mister to use Translucence, and they use Tiebreaker Beat for some reason. They pop both supports off, so they now don't have it next time they need it. That's a really big move on the side of Wilson. They managed to bait out that. The question is, can they do anything with it? They're ignoring Fluo, who is on point currently. Will they take him out and keep pushing? He's getting very low, below half now. He's almost down, however, they fail to secure the pick, and he almost gets out. However, Tiebreaker does finish off the kill, and it looks like Rogers is going to continue pushing here. Fanto does have his ult. No, he does not. He's 27. Fanto doesn't have his ult up. There's nothing really they can do. They have no ults up except for Caitlyn, and it looks like Rogers has almost everything. They're popping everything they have to win here, and that's a 4K on the side of Homo, taking out both spots, Copy, and both tanks. Can they take out Wolfbox and Pluo before the team gets back? Dingo takes out Wolfbox, and Pluo trying to hold his best again, uses beat just barely. However, he gets knocked off a point to get to point 18. Will he go down before his team can get back? He's getting very low, getting targeted as hard as he can, and it looks like he may go down too soon. However, he doesn't. However, they do cap before the team can get back, thanks to the amazing boop there by Tiebreaker. And honestly, I have to hand it to Brooks' support. Oh my gosh. Rogers, not Brooks. Rogers' support. Mister and Tiebreaker absolutely doing their best, popping ults when they need to be popped. The only time that they didn't was there when they used both Beat and Translucent, I can't say the word trans, you know what I'm talking about. My throat hurts too bad. But that's the only time they like kind of messed up their ults, but even then, it worked so well for them. It worked in their favor. They had, Rogers or Wilson had nothing to use against them, and it just worked so well. And we saw so many good plays from both teams. It was a very even match for the most part. They're on defense. They kind of start crumbling with the tension. But even then, Wilson trying to perform their best. They just barely lose. And I think that's going to wrap up day 3. I do have a few more things I'd like to call out, obviously. I think the winner of this match in terms of MVP is definitely going to be Tiebreaker, with Mister very close second. Those beats just barely beat out Trans. And honestly, I would hand it to Interzone and McDangle. Interzone got so many ults, and got so many good kills. 2, 3, 4, sometimes even, I think he even got one higher than that. Absolutely decimating and doing his best. Wilson, on the side of Wilson, we saw a lot of good ults on their side as well. Wolfbox securing a 5K. We saw a lot of good ults from Pluo and Spots that help prevent fights and help push fights and help them win in their favor. There was just so much going on all the time between these two teams, and they were so even. And, oh wait, that's not wrapped up. We have one more map. Oh wait, we have one more map. Whoops. Either way, that does technically wrap it up, because that is the last map that really does decide the winner. However, we are going to play Dorado. But what's going on in chat?
It's just a little friendly banter going on between the two teams here. After a really, really tough game for both of them.
Alrighty, well, always fun to see. And Frosty Bailey says, "Yo, Ryan, you know if this tournament is going to come back next year? My team's journey got cut very short." I did forget the map. I'm sorry, that was a very exciting map. So, Howard, do you want to answer that, or do you want me to?
So the plan of right now is to continue doing this again next year. We are really enjoying this event, and we're absolutely loving it, and we would love to continue doing it in the future.
There you have it. Next year, we are wanting to renew interest. We had a lot of people end up signing up, and then, obviously having to drop out for a variety of reasons. However, we want to make this something that everyone has the avenue for, and I've said that multiple times on my end. I want to make sure that kids like me, when I was growing up, have this avenue. I didn't, and I would love for future generations, future, juniors, senior, freshmen, sophomores, to have this, and to have an esports team, and possibly, an Alabama league even, as far as that goes. But, I mean, that's far in the future. But I'm hoping this will lead to something. And yes, we would love to do it next semester, and as well as next year. Either way, absolutely great plays for both teams. Now we're waiting for role swaps on both sides, so I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. Wilson, all right, it looks like Caitlyn and Copy Paste are going to be on DPS. Alrighty, actually, I take that back. Alrighty, we'll be just a moment.
Some very exciting games we've had today. I just love seeing the passion about all these players wanting to come out and just compete for their spot, be able to play in this finals. It's really shown a lot of dedication for a lot of these teams that have gotten together early and practiced with each other.
And that's something, we're hoping to see next year as well. A lot more of next year.
Yes, definitely.
So I think we are good to see this next match begin here. Rogers is 2-0 right now against Wilson. However, it's been very close both times. It looks like both teams are ready. We're going to head into this next match. Of course, the next match is going to be on Rogers. I do miss your mom 420 as well. Calling out your name always leads to a good meme, and I get made fun of it for a lot because they love hearing me say your mom takes down Beater, or your mom takes down someone, or your mom gets hooked into the battle, or gets hooked into the hole and stuff like that. They loved hearing it. So I miss you too. It makes my job more interesting because I get a good laugh while I'm casting. It actually kind of very, very much so a big turn. Either way, 15 seconds of the clock until we begin the next point, and I'm very interested to see. Again, last map, we have one swap up, and that is Zpluo is going to be on DPS. Copy paste is going to be back on the tank stay, which is the main thing we've seen him on before. He mainly played Ryan last time we played. However, they're going to be running dive. This is the first time we've seen them do this, I believe. Oh, never mind. I take it back. He did swap to Reinhardt last second. I got very excited for that Winston Diva. If you guys don't know, Winston Diva and Winston Ryan, one of my favorite comps by far. I love playing Winston. Winston main here, by the way, when I'm not playing my main support role. But either way, we are going to see double shield on the side of Wilson here with the same comp we saw last time on Rogers with McDangle on Widowmaker, Enderzone on Junkrat. Absolutely big plays on both. They're not going to swap anything up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Mint Mister and Tiebreaker, I wasn't expecting coming into this tournament for Lucio's Zen to work, especially with a competitive setting. However, they are absolutely rolling it. They have two very defensive ults, which allows them to engage and defend, and it's working so well for them. If they keep it up, they very well could be heading on even further in the tournament. Pluo does take down Mr. However, Enderzone takes down Wolfbox, McDangle takes down Caitlyn. There is Matt and Phanto in the back line. Can McDangle secure the kill on either of them? Copy-Paste does get the charge off on Tiebreaker, which is very big for Wilson. However, Enderzone takes down both Copy-Paste and Matt with a single charge. Pluo is up top. Junkrat's looking for another pick. Pluo is going to try and take out Ender. Can he? He does. He one-clips him even. Phanto takes down Runny, and it looks like there's going to be a one fight on the side of Wilson here. Can they take out Diva really quickly? And they do. It is a one fight on the side of Wilson.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
Again, it looks like they really want to go out here with a bang. They know that they're eliminated. They know that this is their last match of the season. Yet they still are doing everything they can, struggling the hardest, trying to prove a point, trying to prove they want to be here. And they're putting their heart and soul into it, and it's very clear. Pluo does manage to stick Tiebreaker there. A very good stick onto the Lucio here. That required really good aim. He's engaging McDangle in a 1v1. Can he manage to win it? They are leaving Mr. alone, kind of strangely enough, but Pluo almost one-clips him, manages to take him down, tries to push in. They're doing everything they can to take this down and take this win home. At least one for the win, or one for the books. McDangle takes down Caitlyn, Wolfbox takes down Ender, and it looks like, again, another lost fight, I believe, on the side of Rogers. They're down 2. Can they manage to bring back? Pluo takes down McDangle, and it looks like he's probably going to take down Ryan as well. Ryan going half HP, going down in 2 clips, and it looks like they are going to deal with this fight. Pluo does accidentally use his ult and miss. Phantom takes down Homo, trying to get down the Lucio. However, Ender, Pluo moving into Ender, getting one clip basically by two Junkrat grenades. Phanto getting booped into Ender as well, thanks to Ender's mines. Fanto does secure the kill though. McDaniel securing the kill on Matt. And he's gonna go, Tiebreaker's gonna go down again to pace. It looks like Tiebreaker's getting a little bit ahead of himself, going down quite a lot here. And so is Mister, being very aggressive, trying to play up as far as they can, but they're getting picked very easily. Fluo on the Tracer seems to be the way to go. They have the Tracer get in the back to ignore to annoy Zenyatta, to annoy Zen. That's exactly what they needed. They needed something to get into their backline. If they had the Winston sooner, that would have been absolutely amazing. Copyface does use ult onto Homo, manages to DMAC him, tries to take him out, does immediately. Phantom takes down Runny, Pluto takes down Ryan, and that's exactly what Wilson needed. They just needed the characters to engage, to get there, to take care of Mister. If Mister's alone, for whatever reason, if he's too far back, he goes down instantly. And it looks like that's what we're going to see a lot of. Junkrat does overlook Reaper there. Reaper's on the pursuit though, trying to get up, doesn't realize Enderzone is there. Pluo again taking down Mister. It looks like they're going to have to swap to the Zen Lucio here if they want to have a chance. They need some kind of stun, and that's not what we're going to see from them so far. We do see McDaniel swap to Genji. Into zone, doing his best, getting one pick on copy paste. However, that's probably going to get rezzed if I had to guess, since Mercy certainly does have it up. Rogers wants to stall here. 3 minutes is in the clock. They're going to push with Coalescence. However, Tiebreaker, that perfect ult by Tiebreaker, canceling out Phantom's ult. That would have been absolutely huge, but that was a perfectly placed ult by Tiebreaker, and that's exactly what I was looking to see. The exact same thing I've been complimenting him all night, and he did it again. And we see McDaniel going in for the ult, trying to secure a kill. He does take out Caitlyn, but I think he's going to fail to secure anything else. He tries to go copy paste, but copy paste is getting healed by 2 different supports, and he fails to secure a second kill. However, that's exactly what they needed to hold here, and if they can keep doing that, if they can hold for 2 minutes here, then they can very easily win this on the next fight. However, it looks like chances are Wilson's gonna back up, regroup. They're not swapping. They're stuck with what they want. They know what they want, and they're gonna do everything they can. Mister turning around on the Pluo, taking him down. They're learning to communicate. They're learning to turn on the Tracer, and it's working so well. Genji does get an unlucky charge there, but copy paste goes down because of it. Out of position. They are 5v5 one more time. However, with Rogers having the spawn advantage here, are we going to see Wilson actually make a push or wait until Ryan gets back? With the 5v5, they were down 1 tank, which is very, very big on the side of Rogers, even though they were down a DPS. D.Va being very aggressive, trying to engage with them as much as he can. However, backing out finally, failing to DM that fire strike there. Moira being aggressive again, trying to take out D.Va, do some damage, failing. With Reaper and Mercy both on the left, Orisa solo engages and will probably go down here to Reaper, trying to get out, trying to back out, half HP, below half HP. D.Va alone, about to probably get DMAG thanks to copy paste and Phanto. However, runs straight into them instead of backing out. They're almost all out. He's gonna get DMAG, and Enderzone's gonna pop his ult here and get a 4K. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. He gets 3 again. Another big ult from Enderzone.
Absolutely.
Can they clean up? Absolutely huge. They do secure the kill on Caitlyn. However, can they take down the Moira and Tracer in their backline, or is Moira gonna try and C9 here? Moira is looking to do something sneaky, it looks like. And so is Tracer. Tracer's debating on going either to her team or going behind the enemy. She is only 33 to ult, so there is no pulse bomb incoming. However, Tiebreaker does have his ult. Copy paste does have shatter, and that's an absolutely massive shatter on the side of Wilson, taking down 5 people, securing 2 kills thanks to it. Can they win this fight? Pluo by himself, taking out Mr. Let's go down to copy paste. Copy paste, showing his skills here, taking out 5 people with his ult, or dropping 5 people with his ult, and managing to secure only 3 of them. Tiebreaker using his ult here to try and stall. However, with him being alone, it's probably not going to be worth much. Genji there failed. I don't think the ult hit Genji, which is not good for them. However, they're still going to try and hold this. McDaniel's deflect canceled a little bit too early. He's so close to ult. They drop D.Va bomb in that security goes, and it does. Here's a 4K on the side of Wilson. Wilson goes down 4 thanks to the ult on Homo. They should have pressed right click there. Instead, he accidentally charged. Absolutely massive plays by both teams, and again, we've seen just a lot of good positioning on the side of Rogers. If only they turned a little bit sooner on Pluto, maybe they wouldn't have got that first point there. Wilson again is looking to engage. Can they hold them back in time? Phanto does have his ult. He's probably going to look in here to get it, and he's probably going to end up getting a 4K. Wolf doesn't have his ult. He does secure 2. Can he secure more? He secures 3. Mir. Can he secure more? He secures 3. Fails to get the Genji. Genji ults here. Can he secure any picks? He goes after copy paste instead of either of the supports. I don't think he's going to be able to secure a kill. However, he is looking to distract. Pluto does take down Running Ryan, and it looks like that's going to be the end of their hold on the second point. Fanta takes down McDangle. Mr. managed to take down Pluto, but has to back up due to the amount of damage being thrown out. Matt gets the res off, and with 0.3 meters to go, will he be able to hold? Lucio doing his best. They only have Orisa ult. Ender is almost back up with his ult, but can they get the Tracer and the Mercy in the backline? Ender does get Mercy, however, Tracer's annoying him. He goes down. He has ult, though. If he could have got back there, he could have very easily won the tide of that fight. And we see Wilson. They have 3 ults up, almost 4. This is not going to be that hard for them if they learn to manage their ult economy. Recently, we've seen them do that. We haven't seen them pop everything at once. Flo does get a really good kill off there on Ryan, staggering him. Franz goes out, trying to save himself. However, it was kind of a waste. It would have been better if he went down since Ryan got staggered anyways. However, we do see him use it anyways. Ender about to get a big ult here probably. Another 3K by Ender. I think we know who MVP is here. Every single time. I've never seen such a consistent jump grab before. Absolutely decimating Retire. Ryan does try and ult onto Orisa. Fails to secure the kill thanks to McDangle. Ender does take out Fanto, leaving Pluto alone on the point. 41 seconds to go. Can they take her out before her team can get back? Can they stagger her here? With full HP, it doesn't look like they can. Pluto is almost ult, and they use beat here. Pluto fails to secure the kills, but does so much damage. He does finish it off by taking out Ryan. However, that is a 5v6 situation. Can they do anything here to win this? The only ult that Wilson has up is Caitlyn, whereas Rogers almost has McDangle ult, almost has Diva Bomb, and as we saw last time, they don't exactly know how to handle Diva Bomb. Will they be able to win the point here if they throw it over?
10 seconds.
Take out that shield and keep pushing, and they can very easily win. Lucio needs to back out. He's doing his best. He does go down, however, to Fanto. Dangle almost goes down to Wolf. However, he does manage to get back. He has ult here. He's debating on using it. Wolf doesn't have ult, which is going to be very massive. Fluo does take out Orisa again. Takes out Diva as well with the 2K. He's going to prevent any kind of push. However, Genji goes in. Fails to secure any kills, however. Almost. He gets canceled out by Fanto. Tiebreaker coming in with another ult to try and stall. Doing his best to save Mr. himself. Fanto has ult, though. And we're probably going to see another big ult here by the Reaper. Flo also has ult, which is going to be very big for their team. Tiebreaker doing his best to stall. Almost going down thanks to copy paste there, but they failed to secure the kill. Diva does drop bomb. Will it secure anything? It does. It secures 3 kills again, like I predicted. Takes out both supports and Caitlyn. Can they win this? Reaper goes off. Diva fails to DM. McDangle tries to deflect it, failing to do too much damage. He does almost go down. Reaper does go down. All it is, they C9 one more time, and we see a full hold, well, not full hold, a 2-point hold by Rogers. One more time. There isn't going to be any overtime. If they can engage in a push here and manage to push all the way, this is going to go very easily in Rogers' side. And as we've seen, they're much better on being aggressive than they are being defensive.
Initiating match.
I need to hydrate. So, yeah, Frost. That was the plan. However, due to time constraints, we're not going to have time to run that last match. So it is being delayed till Monday. Monday, there was only going to be 2 matches anyways, so it makes sense to put them on that date. They were supposed to play tonight, though.
Ready
No
for
dying
battle.
on my watch.
I don't have any drinks, or else I would hydrate. I do have turnip greens right beside me, but I don't think that would hydrate me. I'm pretty sure that would do the opposite.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
Imagine the worst possible.
22 seconds on the clock. Tracer yawn. 32 elims. We see some very, very friendly banter. They're trying to be as friendly toxic as they can, and it's working. They're doing everything they can.
5, 4.
I need to stop saying that. I need to find a different phrase.
2,
Either
1.
way, on the side of Rogers, we see a very similar comp. McDangle running the McCree, Ender running the Reaper. Everything else is similar, except for Mister, which we see swap off Zenyatta for the first time in this tournament, I believe. He's finally going Ana. As for Rogers, we see Reaper and Tracer once again with a double shield from copy paste to Caitlyn, which is very unique for them. I think I've only seen Caitlyn play Zarya and Diva. And Wolf Box on that piece and that on Mercy. They do secure the kill on Running Ryan, preventing any kind of push from Rogers unless they manage to get their ult up. McCree is already 40 to ult. Hobo is already at 96 to ult. Or is that Diva DMAX? That's Diva DMAX. I'm dumb. Okay, never mind. McDaniel takes out Copy. Copy takes down Homo. They are down 1. That's really big for Rogers. They took down Copy Paste, which is probably the best pick they could have taken down. However, Fanto is going to negate that by taking down Ender. They don't have Rez on the side of Wilson. So McDaniel takes down Wolf Blocks. Mister takes down Caitlyn. And it looks like this is going to be a really good push on the side of Rogers. However, that bomb nearly took out 3 of them. It does take out McDaniel thanks to the cleanup by Fanto. It's only Fanto and Tracer left. Can they take it out? Homo does get Fanto. However, can they get the Tracer? If McCree can get back in time, they definitely could. Tracer's looking to back up. They need to keep 3 on point if they really want to win this fast enough. Copy Paste going in alone, probably going to go down here pretty quickly, but he has no one to support him. Mercy's on his way. They do get the charge off on Diva, but they fail to DMAC him. He does go down to Tiebreaker. And it looks like that's a really big pick on their side. Again, Wilson is going to be staggered. Pluo in the back line. They know this. Reaper is looking around for that kill on Pluo, but I'm not sure he's going to find it. McCree nearly secures it, however, just barely missing his headshot. Tracer does come behind them again, though, and they know this. McDangle looking for the kill. Ender gets taken out by Fanto. Reaper 1v1. Fanto already has ult, Blue has ult, Copy Paste has ult. They have 4 ults on their team, and they get not a big ult. All it does is take down Running Ryan. However, they use 3 different ults there. 2 different ults there to take down one person, and failed to secure the kill until later on. They used both Pluo and Copy Paste ult, and in the meantime, Tiebreaker only used his. Can they secure a kill with that? They cannot. Lucio probably should have stayed grouped there to try and group him up. Failed to do anything with it. Diva needs to get out. Diva's almost getting DMAG. Fanto goes, takes down Mister, and they C9'd it again! Lucio managing to C9 the point one more time against Wilson. That seems to be a common trait. It's happened 3 times in a row now. And also, just for you, Bailey, Oaknag for the win! And I'm gonna regret doing that because my voice is gonna give out. Either way, I had to scream Oaknag. I wouldn't do that normally. But either way, we saw another C9 on the side of Wilson, which is the 3rd in a row, which I find kind of ironic. I've been trying to call it letter number, not C9. I feel like C9's a little bit mean, but Enderzone takes down Fanto, Pluo takes down Running Ryan, and it looks like another 5v5 situation for the teams. However, Rogers does have the spawn advantage. Reaper, Ender tries to get Wolfbox to his half HP. McDangle getting behind them again, the same way he did on Blizzard World last game, or last match. Takes down both supports, gets, Ender takes down Caitlyn, but he gets taken down by Pluo. McDangle does. Enderzone takes down Copy, and it looks like it's gonna be another fight, 1 on the side of Rogers. All they have to do is take down Pluo, and they can very easily push this point for quite a bit. However, they fail to secure anything because they don't have any kind of stun except for McCree. Reaper is on his way. He does have ult up. Is he going to try an ult here? Chances are he's probably going to need to back out. He's looking for it. He's going to TP above. I see it. I know exactly what he's about to do. He's going straight on it. He's about to get 3K. He does secure 1. Not the 3K, though. McDangle does take him out. McDangle back on the Widowmaker. I don't think he actually swapped. Running Ryan, that's a big ult on the side of Copy Paste. However, Tiebreaker once again with a massive beat, countering anything he could have done. Homo takes out Copy Paste. They prevent Mercy from rezzing that either. So it's still a 5v6 on the side of Wilson. And Wilson they can't really engage here without their main shield. They do have Sig, but Sig's probably about to go down here to Reaper. He's trying his hardest to take out Caitlyn. He does manage to secure the kill. Mercy does not have res. That's absolutely massive for Wilson. Or absolutely massive for Rogers. They do pop Diva ult, trying to secure point, and they do get both supports again. Rogers having 3 ults up. They just they just used 1. And they still have Nano Beyblade as well as Orisa Bongo. Widowmaker ult is almost up. Tiebreaker beat is 40%. Will we see another big ult here? Copy Paste gets a very lucky charge on the Tiebreaker. Ryan gets Copy Paste down, so it's even once again. But however, this time it looks like Wilson is going to have spawn advantage. Except for it's Lucio, so Lucio can get back very quickly. They want to engage. However, Ender looking for ult here. McDangle takes out the kill on Fanto again, trying not to go down to Pluo, who's in the back line. Ender trying to help McDangle. Now we're going to see Pluo try and engage Widow, taking down Widow. That's really big on their side. They no longer have that poke damage from afar. Can they take down Copy Paste? Because if they can, Reaper can get in here so easily. All Reaper has to do is push in. They're so open right now. They can very easily get spots from Matt if Reaper just engages. All they have to do is Nano Blade. Will we see it come in anytime soon? It looks like he's stalling. He's holding it just a little bit too long, but it looks like he's trying to get behind him. He's doing his best. Mercy does ult, and they use both support ult there in one fight. Tiebreaker uses ult to even the fight. They have 4 ults up. There's a really big ult on the side of copy paste. However, he's leaving his team completely unoccupied. If only Reaper can get in. Reaper does secure 2 kills, 3 kills, and we see another good ult by Ender's Zone. Fanto going down to Homo. Tiebreaker taking down copy paste. And it looks like another win on the side of Rogers.
The payload
2 minutes on the clock to make it 79 meters into the second point. Can they make it? That is the question. We did see Ender hold on to ult a little bit too long. However, it did pay off. There was a few good opportunities before that where he probably could have got more kills. But either way, it worked. McDaniel take down Matt. Very big pick. Wilson can push now. They're down their main, well, they had 2 main supports, but they're down a main support. They don't have that extra support there. McDaniel takes down Flu. Very big pick by McDaniel. Again, proving himself to be a force to be reckoned with. Mister going in, taking out Wolfbox, and they're trying to take out Copy Paste. Shield does go down. Copy Paste goes down, 70% ult. Kaelin has ult, but goes down immediately. The only ults they have to use here are Phantos, Reaper ult, and Caitlyn's Sigma ult. But will they get a chance here? Reaper's looking for it right now. He's going to try and engage. The team doesn't know except for McDaniel, but McDaniel has his back to him. Takes out Fluo despite hitting her big blink. They do ult Diva for some reason. And we see Ender take out Matt. Fanto, again, looking for ult. That could be a big ult inside of Homo. Takes out Reaper, which prevents that ult being used. We may see a really good charge here. Mister takes down Caitlyn. Wolfbox trying to stall. It's going to go down. Reaper getting the charge onto Homo, but will he DMAC him? He will not. He goes down. Enderzone taking down Wolfbox. Enderzone taking down Smats. And we see really good plays, again, from both teams. However, 54 seconds on the clock. Will they be able to hold it here? Bongo goes out. Extra damage. Fanto's looking for that ult. However, Running Ryan takes down Pluo. Again, Fanto going in for the ult, but gets pooped away. And it looks like it's going to be another partial C9 there on Reaper's side. He gets booped off point instead of moving a little bit more on a point. And we see another win on Roger's side, a 3-0 here. It was very close. It could have gone either way with 30 seconds on the clock until win. We saw some really big ults there, really good plays, really good flanks, everything from every team. And I'm so impressed with how these teams have performed tonight. And I honestly want to just applaud everyone who played, and even more so, congratulate to the winners. You guys, at least in this match, will be going on to the Final Four. And that is the last match of the night. Like I said, we are going to be cutting this a little bit short, which we've had to do both nights. However, it is going to work. We're going to play 3 matches each day. Monday is going to be the last day until the playoffs, which of course will be Saturday, the following Saturday. Make sure to tune in. We'll have announcements and everything, and we will also have posts about who is going to the Final Four. And I don't think we're going to do anything special there. All I want to say is good luck to those playing Monday. Good job to those who won today. And we will see a loser bracket go possibly... the loser bracket, whoever wins the loser bracket will be going back into the winner's bracket to face off in the finals. And so with that said, that puts even more pressure. We have, I think, 2 loser bracket games Monday. Maybe 3, I'm not sure. Which means that that is going to be the big day for who continues to play. We will be deciding both of the final 2 teams for the losers bracket. So that is going to be all for tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We do currently have 18 viewers. I think it peaked at like 25. Everyone who got to watch, everyone who tuned in, thank you guys for doing so. Hopefully we can make the playoffs and finals a much bigger event and having more people here. So make sure everyone, tell your parents, tell all the school, get everyone to watch. We're wanting everyone to be engaged in this because we want this to be something where the students who are in the finals and students who want to be in the finals, hopefully next semester, like Price said, Howard said, we are aiming for that as well. We want this to happen again next year, and whoever lost this chance may have a chance to go to the finals next year. So I want to say good luck to the people who are in the top 2 right now, and to the people who may be in the top 2 Monday, and good luck to the teams competing Monday.
Yes.
And thank you. Oh, go ahead. Do you have something to say?
Good luck to everybody. It's been fun so far. We're very excited to see how the finals will play out. Just before we wrap this up, I'd like to go ahead and thank our sponsors, For the Win Game Store, Maples Rugs, the Wesley Foundation, and SteelSeries. Thank you for giving us the ability to be able to run events like this. And please go follow us on our social medias. We have a Twitter, Instagram, and a Facebook if you want to stay up to date.
Didn't interrupt you. I thought you were down there. It cut out.
Yes, thank you for the prime, Inders.
Thank you a lot for the prime. Either way, like I said, we are looking to do it again next year. So if you didn't win or you got eliminated today, you have another chance next semester, hopefully. We've just got to show to everyone that this is something you guys want, and we will make sure that we can make it happen. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for all your support and everything you guys do. And again, thank you to our sponsors. That'll be all for day 3. Make sure to tune back in day 4, Monday next week, for the final matches until the playoffs. And that'll be all for today. Until we meet again, Aizen signing off.